Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Miriam Chowdhury and Chadi Atawi. The two of you have been married for 3 years. Ms. Chowdhury, you are tired of the marriage and you do want to end it. Mr. Atawi, you'd like to see if you could save it. If, however, you are unable to save the marriage, Ms. Chowdhury, you are seeking $2,220 from Mr. Atawi, and we will talk about that momentarily. Before we do, however, Ms. Chowdhury, why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why we're here in divorce court today?
We got married about 3 years ago, and we never lived together before getting married because of our cultural stuff.
Right.
And once we did get married, I realized I was married to a very immature mama's boy. He's extremely, like, he is mama's boy. Every time we get into a fight, he will run to his mom's house. We never talk about our problems, ever. He'll always say, we'll talk about it later, we'll talk about it later. That later never comes.
Never gets there.
Never gets there, ever.
Okay, Mr. Atawi, did you hear what she said?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you call mom every time there's an argument?
Who should I call?
You don't call anybody, you talk to her. You don't have, you know what I mean?
Your Honor, when we have an argument, no. So when we have an argument, she tries to hold me hostage. Like, I try to remove myself from the situation because when you have two angry people in the same location,
it's not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
Absolutely right.
You get in trouble, somebody calls the cops, and...
I'm not holding you hostage, though. You're using a wrong word. I'm not holding you at a gunpoint.
The compromise you both need to make is you need to back off when everybody's warm, but in response, you need to be willing to come back at the table with respect to that issue when you're calm and talk. You can't just avoid it altogether. Okay.
And she just like, she's very bossy. Even she damaged my car the other day.
How did she do that?
We were arguing.
Right.
She wanted to duke it out right then and there. So I was like, okay, you know what? I'm about to back my car and it's going to hit your car if you don't stop. So move your car away. Because she pulled up right behind me so I won't move. Or right inside of me.
Did you do that?
She did, yes. And then she's like, oh, you want to damage my car? You want to back your car into mine? Okay. She opened her door and closed it, opened the door, and her door scratched against the side of my doors.
Ms. Chowdhury, did you do that?
The reason I did that is because he was gone from the house for over a day. And he's missing. And it's like, come on, you can call me. I didn't do anything. I didn't cheat on you. I didn't do anything to you for you to be missing for over 24 hours without calling me, without telling me where you're at. So finally, when I do track you down, I'm worried about you, and that's why I parked right next to him, and I was like, okay, let's talk about this. And he's like, I still don't want to talk about it.
Because you start fussing and screaming,
No, I'm
yes,
not
you
fussing.
do.
Well, did you park your car in a manner that would physically preclude him from getting out or in?
No,
or going
I parked next to him.
Hostage.
I did not.
Held me hostage.
No, I did not hold
Just like
you
you
hostage.
always do. Like you always do.
I parked next to him. I didn't park behind him. And he opened his door, and then I opened my door, and it just kind of banged. But
just kind of banged when you were opening it and closing it, opening it and closing it, scratching it. You were scratching the mess out of my car.
I don't want to argue about this all day. You say he has OCD. Tell me about that.
I have OCD.
You have OCD.
He's a slob.
Okay. She has OCD?
Yes, she definitely has OCD.
Explain that to me.
My shoes have to be in the same direction, like pointed. I come home, I jump on the couch, take my shoes off, jump on the couch, lay down. Then she's like, why are your shoes not facing the same way? They're facing this way. She wants me to face this way. Should I get the ruler? Oh, yeah?
You're lying about that.
You always do that. He's like, oh, stay in your shoes, stay in your shoes.
I mean, make them look straight. I didn't say take out a ruler and measure them.
No, but you want me to take out a ruler and measure them.
What did you say? You said what?
I didn't say that. He's saying I told him to take a ruler out and make them straight. I didn't tell you that.
Doesn't matter if my shoes like this.
What did you say? I'm asking you what you did say.
Like, for example, like he'll eat dinner, and then right after he's done eating dinner, he won't wash his hands. He believes in coming home straight and not washing his hand and jumping straight into dinner. It's like I'm eating from the same food.
No, I do wash my hands.
Don't lie. It was the biggest problem in the beginning. It was the biggest problem in the beginning when we first got married. You never. Now
You had a huge problem about hand washing?
Yeah, he never used to wash his hands.
OCD?
He just didn't believe it. After he smoked it,
Now, Mr. Atawi, if she wanted you to wash your hands and it was a big issue, why didn't you just wash your hands?
I do wash my hands. She wants me to sit there for like 2 minutes and wash my hands.
When divorce court continues, will Miriam have to change her bossy ways in order for this marriage to work?
She acts like she's like my mom. No, rephrase that. She's worse than my mom. My mom's not even this strict on me.
Divorce isn't easy. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Miriam Chowdhury, who wants to divorce her husband of 3 years because she says he's immature. But is Miriam's temper really the reason why this marriage is failing?
I'm hearing her argue with some lady at like a department store.
Mr. Atawi, you said Mrs. Chowdhury changed after you married her. Can you explain what happened?
She acts like she's like my mom. No, rephrase that. She's worse than my mom. My mom's not even this strict on me. Like, my mom doesn't even like boss me around like this. What makes you think I'm gonna let you boss me around like this?
And
She
that's
tells me
why...
Miss Chowdhury, don't say another word until I look at you and call your name.
at night, I have to be like G.I. Joe in the house. Like I'm like a super secret agent tiptoeing in the middle of the night because I work hard all day. I wanna come home, watch a little bit of TV, get on the computer just for a little bit. No, she has to be like, turn the TV off. I hear you walking around. Yo, she tiptoeing and she's going crazy.
Like she's got supersonic hearing.
Am upstairs, then don't expect me to be quiet all the way. And then I used to listen to like my shows and stuff on the computer.
Right.
And she got me wearing headphones, the little headphones now. Now she's saying the headphones are too loud. Lower the little headphones.
Chowdhury, did he go to headphones and you tell him the headphones were too loud?
Yes, you did.
I did tell him that.
How are the headphones too loud?
No, because you're lying. His thing about getting on the computer for a little bit means staying on the computer till 3 a.m.
Right.
Okay, I used to stay up till 11:30. I still do. Don't lie. Even before now, I go to sleep at 1 or 2 o'clock because I get off really late. Before, I used to go to sleep at 11:30, 12. So I mean, don't.
Mr. Atawi, you say that Ms. Chowdhury speaks to you aggressively and has a terrible temper.
Very bad temper. Even today. She even was arguing with some lady. I called her, how you doing? What are you doing? I'm hearing her argue with some lady at like a department store. Like, and she's like, even, I don't know if it's her fault or the lady's fault, but whatever. Like, it's an old lady at the department store. Just drop it. Leave her alone. Like, you don't have to be on top of everything.
I did drop it. I didn't say anything to her.
You kept on
No,
about
I
it.
didn't. I said I did not. Don't lie.
Because like 5 minutes later, y'all started arguing again or something. You said,
No,
she just passed me saying this, and that.
Ms. Chowdhury, do you get in a lot of disagreements with people? Are you a little choppy?
No, I don't get into disagreements with people. I like to speak my mind. No, I'm not aggressive. I speak the truth, and he doesn't like when I speak the truth. It's just...
You know, Ms. Chowdhury, the truth is rarely the truth. The truth is usually your opinion. It's what you like or what you want.
Yep,
there is no truth to when you should go to bed or what your habits should be. You're very rigid. No, I'm talking. Do not speak. You're very rigid. This is what it should be. This is how it should be. This is how long it should be, how high it should be, how wide it should be. And if it's not exactly the way I want it, all of that OCD, all of that, it's that same rigidity that you have, that you want everything just the way you want them. And everything is worth a big knockdown drag out if you don't get it just that way.
Exactly.
Did I get it or did I not get it?
Like, she's so spoiled. Okay, yes, true, you come from like a spoiled past. And, you know, that's, I guess, why we bump heads a lot. But she feels like she can do what she wants, when she wants, and make me comply to everything, all of her opinions.
I got it.
And she wants to basically wear the pants in the relationship.
Yeah, because you don't take responsibility. So somebody has to take responsibility.
I do take responsibility. What are you talking about? I take responsibility. I work all day.
No, that's not.
How does he not take responsibility? Give me some examples.
He does not know about any of our bills. Anything. He thinks he pays all the bills.
But the bills get paid because the money goes to you. You transfer to where it needs to be transferred.
Yeah, but you don't get started because some of it, I pay some of it too. Don't make it sound like you pay all of it. He does not know.
But you pay the bills in the house. I mean, you guys put the money in the pot.
If it was up to him, it would never get done.
When Divorce Court continues, will the issue of not having children be a deal breaker for this marriage?
You might as well sentence me to life before giving me a child, because no.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court returns with the case of Chatty Atawi, who says he wants to save his 3-year marriage even though he says his wife is spoiled. But does Miriam have a good reason to want out?
That's a deal breaker for me.
Somebody tell me something divorce-worthy, because right now I'm talking about loud headphones, washing hands, shoes that aren't pointing the same way. Tell me divorce-worthy.
He does not want any kids.
Well, now here we go. Here's something I can work with. He doesn't want children. Did you talk about children before you married?
Before we got married, we talked about it.
And what was said?
He said eventually, in about a couple of years, we'll talk about it. And, he's like...
We'll talk about it.
No, you said...
I didn't say
no,
your words.
You said a couple of years.
We're going to
talk about it. And we're definitely going to, in the next 5 years, for sure, we're going to have a kid. And then, now he says, every time I even mention the word kid, he just goes crazy.
Mr. Atawi, what is your version of the conversation that you two had about children before you got married?
I said eventually once I get my career going, my life in order, finish school,
your career's never going to get going.
Chowdhury, please.
You spend all the money.
Miss Chowdhury, go sit in that chair over there right now. Go. Go. Not another word. Mr. Chowdhury, what was the nature of the conversation you had with the woman you were about to marry regarding children?
I told her eventually we'll talk about having kids. Right now, I'm not in a position to speak about this because right now I can't even take care of myself, let alone take care of you and a kid.
Let me ask you
3 years
straight
ago.
out, do you want to
done.
have kids
No.
or don't you?
Babies cry, they're annoying, they all look the same. Like, everyone's like, oh, that baby looks like her mom, that looks like her dad. No, that baby looks like every other baby, a big piece of fat blubber.
Did you, hang on, Mr. Atawi, did you hate kids when you got married?
Yes.
Did you tell her?
I told her, she knows I don't like kids.
Yeah.
And then she kept on nagging about it.
Did you kind of lead her on, we'll talk about it, when you really had no intention of talking about it? You were just delaying the no until after you got the I do? Isn't that what you did?
I kept telling her no, and then she kept edging me on about it, keep bringing it up. So I said, you know what, we'll just talk about it later. That doesn't
But you really never wanted to do it?
No.
And you still don't want to do it?
Oh, no. Like, kids are a big responsibility. Like, you might as well sentence me to life before giving me a child, because no.
Right. Okay. Ms. Chowdhury, do you think you got some sense if you come back up here? Do you think?
Sure.
And Your Honor,
did you know that he didn't like children?
I do know he didn't like children, but he told me eventually after we settle in, about 3 to 4 years from now, I do want to have kids. He said that to me specifically. I told him, I was like, that's a deal breaker for me. If we cannot have kids, there's no point of getting married.
I think she said that because I think she's a person who speaks her mind.
Your Honor.
I think she probably said to you it was a deal breaker if you couldn't have children, and you said, and you foisted her off by saying we'll talk about it, and that wasn't fair.
It's not.
That's not fair.
How do you expect to have kids cry, and then they're going to be crying all night long when you don't want me to even be walking around in the middle of the night? How can you take care of a kid that's going to be crying all night?
I take care of you. You're like the biggest child. I know.
No, well,
I take care of you.
When Divorce Court continues, Chatty says Miriam has a temper, but is his temper worse?
He took my phone and he threw it on the concrete, drove over it, reversed back on it, and took off.
Did you do that?
And he did that twice.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Miriam Chowdhury and Chatty Atawi, who are contemplating divorce after only 3 years of marriage.
What was the final straw, Ms. Chowdhury?
Just not having kids, and he's very aggressive in the house. He breaks things. I mean, he has.
Do you break stuff?
Oh my God, he has got into an argument with me because I told him to take me with him to one of his friend's house, and he took my phone and he threw it on the concrete, drove over it, reversed back on it, and took off.
Did you do that?
And he did that
Your Honor.
twice.
Did you do that, Mr. Atawi?
Your Honor.
Did
I
you
did.
do it? Yes
I
or
did.
no?
I'll man up to it. I did. But it's
First
because
thing-
she
Stop.
edges me on there. Like, she just gets in my face. Like, she gets me so mad. Like, she basically makes me want to just go crazy. So
You are
it's-
crazy.
Didn't you know who she was when you married her?
No,
knew-
because
yes, you
we
did.
didn't live with each other before
No,
we got
but
married.
you know how.
You know, I never lived with my husband before I married him, but I was around him a long time. I saw what he did. We talked a lot. We had conversations. I had conversation with his people. He had conversations with mine. You can tell a lot of proud a person without living in a house
He was a
with
lucky
them.
one, Your Honor.
I wasn't
because-
lucky. I thought about it. I thought about it. And I don't think she hid. I think she was who she was right now when you married her. She's just absolutely gorgeous. And you were like, this is it. And you didn't pay attention.
I didn't know her attitude problems because when you live together, that's
When
when your
have I
attitude
broken any of your stuff? You broke my laptop. You broke
that
my...
I bought.
Okay.
And
No,
you want me to pay
All right,
for it?
hang on. We're going to talk about that right now. Ms. Chowdhury, you're suing him for $2,220 for breaking your laptop, which you claim is $1,500, and 2 cell phones, one at $250 and $450. Tell me about all of those items.
He broke my laptop
In a fit of anger?
out of anger.
Uh-huh.
He broke the screen. And then the same day, he broke another laptop, which was an older one. That he was so angry that he just shut it, and it just never turned back on ever again.
Is that accurate?
Because of her arguing with me. If
Right.
she never argued with me, if she lets me take my 5 minutes to just cool down.
This is not 5 minutes. This
we
is
wouldn't-
5 days.
5 days, 5 minutes, same thing. If
It's
she,
not the same thing.
It's not the same thing.
just give me
Mr.
a break
Atawi.
though. Like, I want to diffuse the situation, remove myself from the
You
situation.
don't want to diffuse the situation. You want to avoid the situation
Avoid it.
altogether.
Exactly.
But you can't do that. You have
When
to
she's in my
address
face.
the issue.
He never
she
wants
does
to address
She
it.
does it. You're both wrong, but you're wrong at different times. You're wrong right then, and you're wrong later on for never saying, now I can talk about it, I'm cool, let's sit down, let's discuss the issue, let's make some kind of compromise. Both of you are wrong, you're just wrong at different times. So you did tear up all that stuff. Tell me about the cell phones. He backed over it with the car,
He
right?
backed over with a car, and the other cell phone, he did the same thing. He threw it and just broke. And
I'll just get you
he
another
threw it
one,
against
fine.
the wall and just broke. What do you mean you get me another one? I lost
I
all
got
my
you those
contacts.
phones.
Okay.
I lost all my
Gotcha.
contacts. The first one, I had my own when I first got married, and you broke, and I lost all my contacts from all my college friends. Don't lie.
You can find them somehow.
Okay.
How am I gonna
Social
find
networking.
college in Texas?
Hey, Mr.
Social networking
Mr.
sites.
Atawi.
That's what they're there for.
Mr. Atawi, here's what you do. Take $2,220 and give them to her.
I bought the laptop.
$200 in favor of Ms. Chowdhury. It is so ordered.
All right. Parties may leave the courtroom.
I can't believe that you turned it on and put it on me.
No, but I bought the laptops for you. I don't know how you're gonna make
You
them pay
are
for the
delusional.
laptops. No.
You're delusional.
I can't take this somewhere.
No, you are delusional.
No.
Miriam says absolutely nothing has changed since she and Chatty returned home. She says Chatty still refuses to take anything seriously and says she believes there's no getting through to her husband. Chatty proudly reports that although he and Miriam still argue, he wants to fight for the marriage.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I got a courtroom full of folk today. I'm here with Danielle Simmons and Cody Andrews. The two of you have been living together for the last year and a half. You do not have any children together. I also have in the courtroom Sharon Simmons, which is Ms. Simmons' witness, and good day to you. And I also have in the courtroom Keith Andrews. I understand you are Mr. Andrews' father, and good day to you as well. I'm going to start calling people by their first name since we have two Simmonses and two Andrews, so we don't get confused. You have come here today because you want to dissolve your cohabitation situation, and there's a significant amount of money that Ms. Simmons, you say Mr. Andrew owes you as a function of living together for that year and a half, and we will get to that momentarily. But before we do, I'm going to start with Ms. Simmons. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this relationship and why you're ending it here today?
I'm just fed up with everything, the arguing, the fighting, the insecurities, just the lies from day one. He lied to me.
Okay.
Like,
well, tell me about that. Start me at day one. What lie did he tell?
I mean, he told me he was older than what he really was. He lied about his age.
How old did he say he was?
Like 24.
And how old was he?
Like 18.
Mr. Andrews, did you lie to her about her age?
Yes, ma'am.
Why?
Because I thought she wouldn't want to be with me if I told her my real age.
Knew you were a kid. Yeah. How long were you with him before you find out about that lie?
We were like maybe about a month or two. I didn't believe he was that age because when we go out, like he'd go to stores and could buy stuff.
Right.
I mean, he doesn't really look 20 years older, you know? So I didn't really question that because he'd go out and buy alcohol and do whatever he needed
Your
to
Honor.
do.
Yes, Mr. Andrews.
I told her I was 20 after about like 2 weeks within the relationship.
No, you didn't.
You just wanted her to give her a chance to get to know you a little bit. Then you were gonna.
And then after about our like second, third date, she wanted to go get a couple drinks, and I told her, well, we have a problem.
Because I'm not 21,
Yes.
I can't get in. Okay. Did he do that?
I guess. If that's
Tell
what
me
you're gonna say.
about what happened.
He's insecure, he's childish. He's like, no matter what, we fight over everything, Judge. Like, okay, I could be driving down the street. If I gotta look to make a turn, he's accusing me of looking at the guys crossing the street. Like, insecure, like, over every little thing.
Do you
Accusing me of
think she's
everything.
cheating on you?
No, Honor.
Did you ever think she was cheating on you?
No, because I really ain't like that. She tries to make the story sound like I'm somebody who I'm really not. Like, for an example, she's very bossy. Like, she'll always tell me, oh, if I don't give her my money, she's gonna leave me. And then when I do give her money, she likes to go to the casino and gamble it all. And bills aren't paid because of that.
Bills
Ms. Simmons, are you gambling a lot?
No, I don't gamble a lot. I mean, I own my own business. I have a swimsuit business. So what money do you have? Like, he barely even works. And if he does work, I have to like
Ain't no good anyhow.
Uh-oh. We have commentary from the back.
Because she never makes no money on that business.
Hey. These two are having trouble telling the story.
What
Mr. Andrews. Hey.
I'm sorry, but he
Not
needs to shut
today.
up.
Not today.
He needs to get his own business. I'm sorry.
I want you to tell me about the miscarriage, and then when you're out, you will respond, and then I will allow both Ms. Simmons and Mr. Andrews to join us if they can behave themselves.
See, okay.
Ms. Simmons, tell me about the miscarriage.
I got pregnant, found out we were pregnant. I was happy about it. It's my first child. I'm going to have a first baby.
How long had you been dating him when you got pregnant?
Too long.
Like about 4 months, maybe. 3-4
Holy
months.
cow! Doesn't that just terrify anybody but me?
Yes.
I want to be a mother, though. Like, I want to be a mother. I think I'll be a good mother.
I want to be a mother is not a reason to have a baby.
I would be a good mother.
I want to be a good mother is not a reason to have a baby. When you have a baby, when you have a strong, stable relationship, when you are financially prepared, when you are, you have to have a whole lot of ducks in a row before you procreate. I want to have one is not enough. Having said that, tell me about it.
Well, I just lost the baby because of stress, constantly fighting with him.
When divorce court continues, Danielle's mom and Cody's dad turn the courtroom into a modern-day version of the Hatfields and McCoys.
He's a liar. He's immature. He's stupid.
Tell me what he's done.
Now, how would you know that?
Shut up. How do you know anyway? You need to shut up.
You two. Have you been cohabitating for years and find that splitting up is as complicated as a divorce? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Danielle Simmons, who claims her live-in boyfriend Cody is childish and irresponsible. But is it Danielle's mom who has some growing up to do?
Do people get heated and get racial?
I'm sorry for calling you white trash. White trash.
Slowly make your way up. Mr. Andrews, slowly make your way up. What do you have to say in response? Do you believe she had a miscarriage because of stress?
No, Your Honor. What she does is she yells at me all the time, cusses at me if she don't get her way.
Yeah,
I mean, honestly, I'm
Your
20
Honor.
years old. She's 34. But at the same time, I do work. Like right now, I'm remodeling foreclosure houses.
He's
She
been
doesn't
here
have
3
a job.
days.
Stop.
When I
3
come
days.
home,
Stop.
Sorry.
when I come home, she asks, how much money did you make? Can I get some money? I gave her money. I go over to my brother's where she's at, the casino.
Okay. Ms. Simmons, what do you see when in your relationship between your daughter and Mr. Andrews?
Disaster.
Well,
He
explain that
lies.
to me.
He's a liar. He's immature. He's stupid.
Tell me what he's done.
Now, how would you know that?
Shut
You're never
up.
there.
How do you
live
know
in
anyway?
Arizona.
You need to shut up.
You live in Arizona.
You too.
I'm going to pray for you.
Well, pray for me. Pray for your daddy first. Start
for
there and
yourself.
work your way here.
I'll pray for you.
Pray for yourself.
Look, Your Honor, I don't want him praying for me. I really do not want him praying for me.
Listen,
God
in
got
order
enough to
to
do
resolve-
when he don't need him to pray. He don't go to church. How can you?
Hey! In order to resolve this, we're gonna have to have the whole country pray for us.
Okay.
So let's just let's
over there and
leave
work
that
our way
alone. Let's leave that alone.
I'm surprised.
You say that Ms. Simmons got a temper. Why don't you give me an example of something that she's done that would demonstrate how angry she gets?
Well, she got mad at me one time, and I put a towel around me. And she was like, well, I left a pack of cigarettes in the truck, so you got to go get them. So I put a towel around me. I run out, grabbed a pack of cigarettes in there, and then she locks me outside of the house and won't let me in.
Did you send him out there in a towel and then lock him out?
That is absolutely a lie.
Do you remember an instance where he was outside, undressed,
No,
couldn't get
that's
back
a lie.
in? So he just made that up out of
He
whole
lies
cloth.
all the time about
No, because-
everything.
All the time.
Your Honor,
everything is a lie. He'll
Because
lie.
when
He
I
said-
went out,
Oh my God.
she locked me out, so I jumped the gate. When I jumped the gate, I went to
You
go
were
push the
careful,
window
weren't you?
open, and I split my hand open when I did, and I had to go get stitches.
Your
But
Honor.
meanwhile, the neighbor, he helped me out, and he was willing to help me go to the emergency room
Do you
because she
remember
wasn't
him getting
caring.
stitches from jumping a fence?
Yeah, he split his. He broke his.
Was he naked
but it
when he
wasn't,
jumped
it?
it?
wasn't that incident though.
Okay. Ms. Simmons, what did you have to
He
say?
breaks everything. He destroys
Give me
everything.
an example of something you've seen him destroy.
Their kitchen stove.
But
he got
she wasn't
upset.
there,
and
Your Honor.
You broke it.
But she
I didn't
helped
have to
me.
be there. You broke it.
How did
It's the glass top stove.
Okay, no,
He
well, since
took
you
his
weren't
hand
there,
and
I'm going to
punched it.
ask your daughter. Did he break the
Yes,
stove?
he-
Tell me about
Okay,
that.
he took it. We were arguing, which we always do, and he just took his hand and he just slammed it. I have a big hole in the wall at the house from him punching the wall. He's just a violent
window
Now,
person.
what
you're
did you say?
talking
What do
about?
you say happened to the stove?
Well, I did punch the hole in the wall, but the stove is from when she threw something against the
Oh,
stove.
you're such a liar. He lies. I'm telling you, he lies about everything, Your Honor.
Your Honor,
That's why I'm
suggest
fed up.
if you
I'm
don't
done.
want to get struck by lightning, don't listen to that
He's
because
a lie.
he's lying.
You say that she treats you like a kid.
Yes,
Explain that to me.
She acts like she's my mother. Like, for an example, she basically tells me what to do, when to do it, how to do it. She tells me I can't go to my grandma's because if I do, I shouldn't because they're playing white trash. She says there's no point to go over there
Did
because
you
they
call
No,
his
she
grandma-
said your
Did you
daddy
call
was
his
playing
grandma
white trash.
She's always
She
saying
called
that.
me. They call me the N-word. When me and him get
Which
mad,
is a
that's
lie.
all he ever says.
That's
You're
not a
Nick.
lie. You say
You're
it
an
all the time.
N-word.
And I told you, if you ever say it when my family's around, my brothers, my sisters, and everybody else, you have to answer to us.
But
You use it like it's
you know
water.
what?
Oh,
You always
Mr.
call me white trash, so
After you call
it
me the
takes two to
N-word.
tango.
But Mr. Andrews,
does not
have you
need to
ever
be
been
with him.
involved in any of these
Oh, yeah,
conversations?
she's called me white trash a couple times, trailer
When you
trash,
referred to her as what?
stuff like that.
When you told him
but
to go
I have
with the
never
black-
said
Mrs.
nothing to her like
He
that.
acts
I
like
have
he's the
black in
victim.
my family.
Yeah,
You know what I
Excuse me?
mean? I said I have black in my family, African American.
Uh-huh.
You know,
Right.
there ain't
That's
no
okay,
way
I say
I'm
black.
racist like
African-American's
that,
too
man.
long for me.
I ain't never been, never will be.
Well, he condenses even that.
Now, Mrs. Simmons, do you call the man white trash? Do you do
Don't lie, tell
people
the
get
truth.
heated and get racial?
I'm sorry for calling you white trash. White trash.
That's fine.
Your Honor.
When divorce court continues, Cody's dad questions whether Danielle was ever really pregnant.
When she was pregnant, she said, go to the store and get me a bag of cereal.
Which I believe that was a lie anyways, because every other month
Hang
she's
on.
pregnant.
Well,
you don't believe she was ever pregnant?
No.
Oh,
I
my
think she was
goodness,
just
what
getting
happened?
fat.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court returns with the case of Danielle Simmons, who claims her live-in boyfriend Cody parties too much with his dad. But Cody's dad has a few choice words for Danielle and her mom.
I went to move with my mom in Vegas to help take care of my dad.
And
just because I didn't pay rent don't mean nothing. And what concern of that is theirs is none of their business.
Keith, can you describe to me a time where you believe you saw either Ms. Simmons mistreat your son?
Yeah, I can. The night that Cody had called me. Actually, Cody has called me several times. Getting thrown out of the house. You know what I mean? And not having nowhere to go. So I'd have to go pick him up and bring him to mom's house. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
not
he
your
could
house.
stay there. Of course, I was staying with my mom.
Stop.
I was staying with my mom, which they have no apparent reason to understand why I was there.
But
it's because my wife passed away last year in March.
Yeah,
so
whatever.
I went to move with my mom in Vegas to help take care of my dad.
And
just
you ran
because
their
I didn't
bills
pay
up.
rent don't mean nothing. And what concern of that is theirs is none of their
That's
business.
my question. Ms. Simmons, you guys seem really mad that this guy lives with his mother.
No, it
What
concerns
difference
me
does it make
because
to
when
you?
his mom kicked him out because he don't work, he ran her bills up. He wanted to come live with me.
That's a lie.
No,
She
you're
never
not.
kicked me out,
Yes,
Your
she
Honor.
did. Because even
See, like
Cody
I said,
asked.
they lied.
Oh my gosh!
So
even
my
Cody.
mother never did
hang
that to me.
hang on. How did you guys stay together a year and a half? I don't understand.
I
don't understand
What
it.
compelled you to be together at all? You know, kids?
No.
Thank God.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She's like a Sour Patch Kid. First she's sour, then she's sweet. Like honestly, what she does is one moment
he's
she'll
like a
say she
psycho
loves me,
kid.
the next
Stop.
moment she hates me. Like really, for an example, she'll tell me like go to the store and get her when she was pregnant. She said, go to the store and get me a bag of cereal.
Which I believe that was a lie anyways, because every other month
Hang
she's
on.
pregnant.
Well,
you don't believe she was ever pregnant?
No,
Oh
I
my
think she was
goodness!
just
What
getting
happened?
fat.
Whatever.
I don't believe
Why
he's
don't you
ever held
believe
you
she
Well, I
was
was there. I can vouch for her on that because I was there when we had the miscarriage.
Excuse me. It's like not like he's Eminem or somebody. Why would I just want to be pregnant by him? That's like he has anything. Like what I have to lie about being pregnant though.
When Divorce Court continues, is this really just a case of the pot calling the kettle black?
Did his grandmother accuse you of stealing
toilet paper, 6 rolls of toilet paper.
I remember reading that. I said I was going to make sure I asked about that.
Yeah, but she's racist, so she just assumed it was
So
me. the
so
black
is your
girl.
mom.
It had to be the black
How
girl.
am I racist?
You just called me white trash. Figure that out.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Danielle Simmons and Cody Andrews, who are seeking a dissolution of cohabitation after a year and a half together.
Did his grandmother accuse you
Of
stealing
toilet paper,
6 rolls of toilet paper?
paper.
I remember
Come on.
reading that. I said I was going to make sure I asked about that. Tell me about that.
Okay, so he wanted me to come over to go swimming at his grandma's house, so we go swimming and stuff, and then I leave, and then next thing you know, she's accusing me of stealing 6 rolls of toilet paper.
Did she accuse you?
No, what's crazy is I admit I did take 1 roll from the house, but she had nothing to do with that, and I explained to my grandma, so I will vouch for her on that.
Yeah, but she's racist, so she just assumed it was
So
me. the
so
black
is your
girl.
mom.
It had to be the black
How
girl.
am I racist?
You just called me white trash. Figure that out. Are
You
you?
are.
But there's a
That's
difference between
pretty
being racist and being it's the truth. Oh. Well, it's a racist truth, and I'm sorry.
But I don't
Your
live in
Honor.
a trailer. I live in a
But
house
ask
with
him
your
what
daughter.
he says all the
Or
time.
used to.
And
Always
why
saying
did I
N-word.
start saying it?
No matter what anybody says to me, I don't become whatever they accuse me of. You can either descend to their level or not, even if they've started it. You can decide how classy you're going to be. So tell me about the $3,475 you are seeking from Mr. Andrews.
He's destroyed the house. He's like broken a window.
But what is this $3,475
That's
for?
half of the rent.
Half
What he
of the
doesn't
rent
pay.
for the past year
Yeah.
Your
that
Honor,
you were
which
living
she
together.
has
Hang on,
never
hang on.
paid. I should be
Whatever.
getting that instead of her. Like honestly,
Whatever.
every time I give her money, she takes all my checks.
You liar.
I
You
promise.
never have any
Every
money.
time I give it to her, she signs
Oh
the
my
back because I
God.
don't have a bank account.
got
She
it.
puts it in her bank, and then I witness it.
Don't believe
and
that.
then what does she do? She gives me half of my money, goes and gambles, and then asks me for the rest of it.
No. Okay.
And then I tell her no, and that's where her verbal
that-
aggression
I got
comes
it.
in.
You two can sit down. Thank you very much.
Thank
you were
you.
very helpful.
You have to work to have a check.
You were a little less helpful, but okay.
I'm working, you're not, so figure that out.
Here we go. My first thing is to you. You're young. Youth is a time to look around and see what kind of women you like. Don't get involved. Relationship, you got plenty of time for relationships. You don't get anybody pregnant. You knew 120 days and boom, you were sharing your genetic code. You know, can you imagine that if a child had been brought into this mess that you two have going on here, you are responsible for the progeny that you create, and you've got to make a decision not to have children. It's a decision not to have children.
And I mean, if it still was carrying on, she still was pregnant, one thing I could say, whether we was together or not, I would be there for my kid.
And I believe you, Mr. Andrews. I really do believe you. But the better than that, better than being there for a kid in a relationship that's a hot mess, is not to have the kid at all. That's all I'm trying to say to you. Miss Simmons, you hooked up with a kid, got pregnant by a kid, and then were mad when he wasn't a man. And you can't do that. He was too young to be with you. You're all mouth, and I think I know where you get it from. The resolution to any issue was never the argument. The resolution is a conversation of some time. It's never tit for tat. It's never you do this. It's never locking people out. And I think you go from 0 to angry really quick, and I think you need to cut it out. He was a kid. You can't raise kids and have sex with them at the same time. You cannot ex post facto decide that you're going to charge him half the rent. You were in it together. You were both messing up money together. You were both paying everything together. You cannot now turn around and say you have to pay me for half, because I don't know who paid for what. So there will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Excellent.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
After the show, Danielle says she and Cody had a huge argument about his dishonesty, and she knew she could not stay in the relationship a minute longer. Danielle says Cody still attempts to call her, but she wants nothing else to do with him. She says she took to heart Judge Lynn's advice that Cody was too young for her and couldn't be expected to be what Danielle wants him to be. And now, as far as she is concerned, Cody is history.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Takara Newman and Galen Porter. The two of you have been married for 7 years, and you have 3 children from a previous relationship, but you don't have any children together, correct? Right. With Mr. Porter is standing his mother, Denise Hoover. Good morning, Ms. Hoover. Good morning. You know what, and I can tell what kind of case this is going to be already. Yep. I see Ms. Hoover standing next to her son, and I see her face. She's ready to rock and roll. And in addition to that, we have a Ms. Vernitra Thomas here. This is Ms. Newman witness, and we will talk to you as this matter goes on. And thank you so much for being here today. The two of you want to call it a day. Yes. You want to end your marriage, and I want to talk to you a little bit about that. And Ms. Newman, you are seeking money for 2 title loans on 2 different vehicles that you say Mr. Porter owes you in the amount of $2,351.13.
Yes, ma'am.
Before we get to that, however, I'm going to start with you, Ms. Newman. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and how we've ended up in divorce court here today?
He's a mama's boy.
He's a mama's boy?
Yeah, he's a mama's boy.
Now, Ms. Hoover, let me tell you this.
Because she's talking about my child.
Yeah, see, and you're proving her point right there.
Right. Thank you.
She spoke, and you spoke on his behalf,
yes.
And he's 37 years old.
I understand it, because I had him.
Yep. When I was 37 years old, I was putting people in jail, and my mama would just come in the audience and watch. Okay?
Yes.
She wasn't speaking for me.
Yes. I'm not speaking for him either.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Jumped out.
I'm right in there.
You jumped out.
Ms. Newman?
I told her to jump out.
Prime example.
Yes.
He's left. We moved to Georgia from North Carolina to reconcile our relationship.
Right.
This was not even a year ago. He's been gone to his mama's house for the last 3 months
but
and abandoned
rent, though,
me
right?
and my children.
But I'm paying rent where you live at, right?
Hang on, Mr. Porter. I am going to get to you, for real. Ms. Newman, what precipitated this last exit? Why did she leave? Why did he leave and go to his mom's house?
Because he said I nag him. About financial situations and responsibility, because he's very, very irresponsible.
Well, why don't you tell me about Mr.
But you got a roof over your head, though, right?
Mr. Porter.
Yes, ma'am.
We will not have a circus in here today.
I'm not trying to make it be one either.
Well,
man.
you're already on your way, you and your mama. So let's be cool. Ms. Newman, why don't you tell me what are the financial concerns you have with respect to Mr. Porter?
Well, he just mentioned he's paying the rent. He doesn't pay the rent. He works the rent off. It's child support.
Okay.
He has this big amount of child support that he owes. So to me, that's having two families. You're giving child support. You can't help me with credit because you have this garnishment on your credit. You have to kick out $500 a month, but you can't provide what you need to for the wife and the children that you have now.
Mr. Porter, I'm going to come to you. Why don't you tell me what you believe the problem with your wife is?
Problem is, it's like I don't make enough money for her. I don't. Anything that I do is not good enough for her. So it's like, regardless of if I'm working for rent, you know, I'll go to work with the landlord and it pays off the rent, and I'm picking up a trade at the same time.
Hey, hang on. Ms. Hoover's about to have a stroke. We don't want nothing to happen. So, Ms. Hoover, what is it you'd like to tell me?
Her kids are her kids. I have told her, because I have two more at home.
Okay.
I have raised this one, and I've told her, if he does anything for her kids, it's because he wants to.
Right.
Not because he has to.
Why don't you tell me some things that she's done that you find inappropriate?
For number one, she has set up about the child support. He shouldn't be paying child support.
He does not help me take care of my children.
Ms. Newman, I'm talking to Ms. Hoover. Hey, Ms. Newman and Mr. Porter. Hey, Mr. Porter, have a seat. Have a seat. Have a seat. I'm not doing that today. I said have a seat.
When divorce court continues, will Galen fight back when Takara's best friend Vernitra takes the stand?
I just feel like he just needs to be head of his household. She's working almost 200 hours a pay period to compensate for what he's not doing.
Are you ready to kick your mate to the curb? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com and become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Takara Newman, who says divorce is her only option because her husband is a mama's boy. But is there more wrong with Galen than meets the eye?
Denise, I'm sure he watching internet porn when he at your house.
Tell me something else that concerns you with respect to Ms. Newman.
She don't appreciate anything that my child has done. On his birthday, he came down looking for a job. I have internet, fax machine, and a telephone. She drops him off. She comes back to the house with an attitude. They exchange words. First thing come out of her mouth is, oh, that's no longer your car. That's my car. She was not down in Atlanta when my child bought that car. She wasn't even in the picture.
Being that he doesn't have a job, he had to sign the car over to me. So therefore, if I got the title in my name, the emissions, the insurance, and I'm paying the title loan, the car is mine.
Why we talking about?
I'm the one that's going to work. He don't have a job.
Ms. Newman, why does she still owe you money? What kind of money does she owe you?
She owed me $100.
I don't owe you nothing.
Trust me, you did.
I didn't borrow nothing.
Ms. Newman, you'll be seated next, and we'll have two people not involved in the marriage standing up at these witness stands. You lent her $100 for?
We live within distance of each other. I'm coming past her home, stop in. She asked me, Mom, do you know where a pawn shop is at where I could pawn my TV? Not Galen's, my TV.
Mine.
I said, no. Why you want to pawn TV? Because we have to pay the gas bill. We have to pay this. We don't have no money. Galen wants to sell his car. Stupid. Don't sell your car. If a job come along, how you going to get there?
Okay.
Thank you.
Ms. Newman, how much money do you bring in regularly?
$1,700 a month.
$1,700 a month. Okay. Now, Mr. Porter, Mr. Porter. Now, hey, Mr. Porter.
I work
Ms. Newman, have a seat. We're not doing that today. Have a seat, Mr. Porter. Act like you got some sense.
I do have sense, ma'am.
But you have to act like it. There's a difference. Now, why don't you tell me, what is your primary concern with Ms. Newman?
Being the fact that, okay, I work for rent. So the money that I work hours, it's not money that's coming into the house so she can go ahead and divvy out where the money's going. That's the problem. Now, if I'd had a little $8 an hour job, like she keeps saying, oh, that'd be good.
She wants cash in hand instead of
the whole appreciation of the fact that I'm going out here doing jobs that I wouldn't regularly be doing.
I got you. Ms. Thomas, why don't you come forward? Yeah, we're going to let Ms. Newman be cool for a minute. Did you have something else you wanted to say, Ms. Hoover?
She could sit down because she don't know nothing about it. She was going by what she said.
Ms. Hoover, you may run your son, but you do not run my court. Don't tell me what I need to do and who needs to stand up, okay? You got that? Okay, Ms. Thomas, how are you today?
I'm great, Judge. How are you?
So far, you're the only rational person here, so we're going to have some. We're going to have fun. Ms. Thomas, why don't you tell me what you see with respect to the relationship between Ms. Newman and Mr. Porter?
I just feel like he just needs to be head of his household. And I'm her best friend. She and I talk 2 to 3 times a day consistently for the last 20 years. So she's like the sister I never had. So where I come at in the relationship is I just try to give her the support, the encouragement that she needs.
Well, how does he fail to be the head of the household? Because he's bringing in the rent money, which, you know, even though it's not in greenbacks, it has value. Where is he failing?
He doesn't take the initiative to just pay the rent. I mean, she's working almost $200. I was almost 200 hours a pay period. How is that possible? To compensate for what he's not doing.
And well, what isn't he doing? Are you claiming he has time to do other things that he's refusing to do? Is he goofing? Is he playing video games when he should be looking for a job? What's going on?
Denise, I'm sure he watching internet porn when he at your house.
When divorce court continues, what pushed Galen out the door?
You say left for his mom's house. Does that mean he moved out or just went over there to help her out?
He went over there and didn't never come home.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court returns with the case of Galen Porter, who rejects his wife's claims that he is a mama's boy. But can Takara prove that she is right?
Ms. Newman, why don't you come on forward? What do you believe Mr. Porter could be doing and is failing to do to help contribute to the familial situation?
He's failing as a husband because he's being a mama's boy. She can't bring her trash to the curb without calling me 11 o'clock at night for him to come over to bring the trash. Go put gas in her van, take her to her doctor's appointments. He's supposed to be being a husband to me and being a father to our children, but he's catering to his mom because...
So there's a time issue involved here. You feel that he is so involved with his mother that he cannot spend the time that he needs to with you and your family.
Not being a husband and a father.
Mr. Porter, you may respond.
That's funny because when I was at the house all the time, I was still unappreciated. You know, I only started going over my mother's house because she was feeling sick and she needed to go to doctor's appointment. Since I've been over there, I never abandoned her because if I abandoned you, I would not take care of the rent.
But there's still a lot of other bills that have to be paid, and we have 3 children. I've been with him for 11 years. When we got together, my little one was 2, 3, and 4. They're 13, 14, and 16 now.
Yes.
So there's no reason why he should be a father.
No, hey, Ms. Newman, I will say this to you. You got a lot of nerve getting mad at him for paying child support to the children that he's supporting, and you're expecting him to bring in more money to the house to support the 3 children that you've had with somebody else.
We are.
No. Listen to me.
No.
If you don't have enough money because your kids cost, and kids cost a lot of money, I get that. You go after their father.
Yeah,
not him.
I have, and he walked with me through that. But he's jealous of my children. I bought my children cell phones.
Instead of your husband?
Instead of my husband.
Let me tell you something, just on a for real tip, if my husband was trying to get work, and he seems to be looking and trying hard, he'd get the phone way before the kiddies.
Thank you. And that's what I told you.
Because the kiddies don't need a phone. Kiddies not bringing any money in. He needs to work. You support that effort to work with your cell phone money, not your children.
I'm tired for the 11 years of me taking. I feel like a sugar mama in a marriage.
He looks like he's making every effort that he can.
And I support him with that. That's
time
why I
out of our
can
whole
work 100 and
relationship, I've
some
been
hours.
unemployed so
But when
long.
I come home and say, can you love me? Can you make love to me? Can we go to the movies? And you say, well, I don't feel like it.
Miss
in our
Hoover, do you,
marriage.
give me a minute, just relax into this one a little bit. Do you think that you do, and I know you want the best for your son. I get that.
She brings me into their marriage.
I used to, yes, I did.
How does that happen? What does she do?
I used to be against him,
She sure did.
my own child, 95% of the time, because I was listening to her.
But earlier
Until
what she
I
was saying.
stepped back and I saw the things and the games that she was playing. I'm a married woman. She's talking about, oh, make love to me. Get up there and make love to your husband sometime. Don't
Ask him
always
what I do.
let him have to be the initiative.
What do you do?
Take it, if you got it, flaunt it.
What do you do?
Simple as that.
Seriously.
When divorce court continues, what does Galen's mom say to get herself thrown out of court?
I've been thrown out of better places, child. Trust me on that one.
Divorce court returns with the case of Takara Newman and Galen Porter, who are divorcing after 7 years of marriage.
Ms. Thomas, thank you very much. You may have a seat.
Thank you, Judge.
Ms. Hoover, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
You may have a seat as well. Why don't you tell me what the, who decided that this was the end of it? The final straw. You did. Why is this the final straw for you? What was it?
When he left and went to his mom's house, and she's calling, asking him to do things that her husband should be doing, that my husband is not doing for his household.
Okay. When you say left for his mom's house, does that mean he moved out or just went over there to help her out?
He went over there and didn't never come home.
For how long?
3 months.
You give me your version of that event, Mr. Porter.
Your Honor, I left to go over to my mom's house. It started out just to go over there and looking for a job or whatnot. But once I'm constantly getting nagged upon, you ain't doing this, you can't do this,
So you were
can't do
hiding
that.
out at mom's.
Huh? It
You were
really wasn't
hiding
even
out at
hiding out. It was trying to think of something different to do. You know, I'm trying
Internet addiction.
Internet addiction, my tail. You don't
You
even know what the heck. And mind your business
Are you
and
in
talk
the
to
room
me when
with
you
him?
spoke.
Tell me about the $2,351.13 and be quiet.
That's
Go.
the 2 title loans that I got in my name because I pawned my truck. I pawned his car that he couldn't pawn because he had to put it in my name because we needed money for the house. Right. I pawned things in our house.
You pawned a lot of things, and then
You got $100 from me, too.
Ms. Hoover?
So right now, I have judgments against me that he needs to help me pay.
This is how much you've paid off on the title loans,
No,
or is
that's
it the
how much
entire
is
amount?
owed.
Do you have any paperwork
I have,
demonstrating
yes, I
that
have.
amount? Mr. Porter, while she's getting that to me, explain to me your version of the title loan event.
I agreed upon like $500, but she wanted to go get her child. She needed some gas money extra to go pick him up to bring another mouth into the house that we were struggling already at. I just said I said $500. You want to get $1,000, so that's your fault.
All right.
And then as far as the other one, the $300, yeah. The only reason why
$300, you said?
The $400 or whatever, the $380 something or whatever is just on there.
Okay.
That's from my car. Because I told her the only reason why she got the title in my car, got the title in the name, is because I didn't have a Georgia like I did.
Have you paid anything back on that $300 worth of the title act?
No, I have not.
What was your agreement with your wife with respect to who would pay back what?
Basically, if you're working and whatnot, it's for the house because I ain't even see none of that money.
Ms. Newman, what do you say he agreed to do with respect to repaying those title loans?
He said that he would pay half.
Of my car.
So you don't feel like you should pay half for mine?
If I told you $500, I should pay half of $500.
This is the deal, people. You two are angry. As old as you are, to get this far and not have any sense of a personal obligation to handle your life, you're always pointing at each other for things that you could have done for yourself. I think it is absurd that you're mad that he's paying child support and nobody's paying child support to your kids. I just think that's absurd.
I take care of my children.
Yeah.
Ain't no problem with that.
You're not going to understand what I'm saying because you're not trying to understand what I'm saying. It's a great deal that he's taken on, and you're angry about all of the wrong things. I think, Mom, you're in it too much. You know too many details about too many problems on too many days and too many times.
But she brings me in.
She could be as wrong as all get out. It is not your fight, it is his fight. He's a grown man, let him be one. Put your hand down and don't you open your mouth again. I'm done.
Get
out.
Too. No problem. I've been thrown out of better places, child. Trust me on that one.
You got to, hey, Mr. Porter, I think you're right about a lot of things. But you got a woman in here, over here, running you, and a woman over here yelling at you. You got to let that, you can't let that happen.
That's what the thing is.
You can't let that happen. But you got to stop it. I'm not asking for your opinion. I know what's wrong. I'm just trying to help you out. You know what?
I don't even listen to that.
Yeah, there will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
After the show, Galen and Takara were invited to a mutual friend's wedding in Nevada. Surrounded by friends at a beautiful ceremony, Galen asked Takara for a second chance to make things right in their marriage. Takara declined and said it's best they both go their separate ways.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Lawrence Maxwell and Sierra Cannon. The two of you have been living together for the last 10 months, and you are currently 5.5 months pregnant with Mr. Maxwell's child. Also, I think this is relevant. Mr. Maxwell, you are 44, and Ms. Cannon, you are 18. Mr. Maxwell, you don't want to be with her anymore.
That's right, John.
And you've brought us here to end this thing. You're also bringing action against Ms. Cannon for some financial things, which we will talk about in a moment. But before we get there, I want to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why we're here today?
To begin with, I'm having an issue with her flirtatious ways and her immaturity. It's really starting to nag at me at this point. I'll give you an example about their flirtatious ways.
Okay.
One particular time during my daughter's prom, we was all over there getting my daughter ready for prom and everything. And this young guy was there, and he was making advances at her with the eyes. And so the flirtatious eye thing, you know, she gets my niece and sits down in front of the guy, like this here, legs like this here, with jeans on now, though, mind you. But she's playing with the little girl right in front of him, knowing that he's actually looking all in her face, trying to get her attention.
I'm not paying this guy any attention, but let him tell that I'm looking in this man's face. This is my first time meeting him. I don't know who he was. I was on the floor before
playing with the baby.
I was playing with the baby before then, and he trying to make it seem like that I was trying to present myself to him, but I wasn't. I'm not trying to present myself to him.
You just on the floor with your legs open playing with the baby.
I didn't have, no, he trying to make it seem like my legs was open.
No, but you know how you do. You get on the floor. I do that.
Yeah, sit down and you play with the, I'm playing with the baby. I got two of them that I'm playing with, but he make it seem like I'm just sitting on the floor with my legs like this.
Silly.
It wasn't that.
Give me a better story about flirtation.
Now, anytime we out in public, you know, I understand I got an attractive looking young lady. So guys is going to make notice to that. You know, only problem I have is her reckless eyeballing back to them, you know, giving them advantage that it's okay to, you know what I'm saying, approach her like that.
Give me a reckless eyeball look. You take your glasses off and reckless eyeball me. And and she does that back.
I'm the type of person, I like to check out my surroundings. I'm the type of person, I sit down and I look around before I have any...
You just look at people.
I just look, and he have a problem with he saying that I'm staring at people, but I don't be staring at people like nobody in particular. I just be looking around, but he'll say that, oh, you looking at him, or you getting him eye contact back, and y'all having a conversation with y'all eyes. And I'm like, I don't even know who that is, so how can I have a conversation with my eyes?
Do you have any flirting stories that don't involve eyeballs?
That's the major problem. That's where it leads up to. It's going to lead up to.
I got you. Let me ask you this, Mr. Maxwell. You were attracted to someone 18. What about an 18-year-old attracts a 44-year-old?
Well, Your Honor, actually, I was lied to in the beginning of our relationship that she was a lot older than what she was, even though she looked young. When I first met her through some mutual friends, I had a little gathering in my house, and some friends came by. They brought her with her to the party. That was my first time seeing her. So they was telling me that she was interested in me and she liked me. So I said, man, how old is she? She look real young. Oh, she's 22, 24. I think she's about 24. So I'm like, you sure? That girl look real young now. So we and her and I get to talking. I never went into the process of actually IDing her at that point.
Right.
And then I don't know if she lied to them or not, but once I had brought it to her attention, because I saw her ID and it was made straight up and down.
Right.
Still like mine.
Right.
So I'm like, look at it, it said under 21. That's when her and I had this conversation. But at this point, we had already been involved.
Right.
You know, and then the feelings had started to generate between us. So.
All right. Now, you say now, however, that she's very immature. She's lazy. She doesn't take care of business. Talk to me about that.
Yes, ma'am. The immaturity part is that when I'm trying to I have to take care of the bulk of the bills. I'm on a fixed income. So when I want to sit down and have an intelligent conversation with her about the responsibilities in the house, she'll look off and get the giggling and messing with the remote, turn into some stuff on TV. When I'm trying to have an intelligent conversation with her about the responsibilities. I know now that you're 5 months pregnant, you know, and there's no way that nobody's going to hire you at this point. But what I need you to do is be a little bit more mature around the house instead of, as I have custody of my 9-year-old daughter. So when my daughter's at home, I don't want to make it feel as though I got my other daughter there, her sister, instead of having a mother figure there.
So you don't want her to behave like your teenage daughter. You want her to behave like a grown woman.
Yeah, I want her to conduct herself more as a mother figure, even though she's about to be a mother and she's having the chance right now.
Do you know how difficult it is at 18 to be a mother figure to somebody who's 9?
Yes, ma'am. You know, and the reason I can address that because I've met a lot of other women and that I was surprised at their age because of the maturity, how mature they was.
Yeah, but see, you can't go by that. Odd as quiet as a cat. All women aren't alike. We're not a fungible commodity. Some women are more mature than others. So you can't judge by, well, I've seen other women do it. I don't know why you can't do it.
Yes,
she is who she is. And it's unfair for you to marry a virtual child and expect her to, boom, be an immediate mother. It's not fair.
Well, you know, I'm not trying to make her just be an immediate mother or overnight. I just want her to mature up to a little bit more of a level of understanding her role in the household.
Which is exactly what I said. It really is. It's just another way of saying it.
When Divorce Court continues, what's Lawrence at fault for?
That's what you get for marrying a kindergartner. You can't get that. It's all your fault.
The bulk of it's all on my shoulder.
And after the case, an emotional Ciara is requested in Judge Lynn's chambers. But will the judge be able to get through to her?
Ciara, I know you're upset. You gonna be strong for me? Are you considering marriage but aren't sure if it's the right step? Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Lawrence Maxwell, who is debating leaving the mother of his unborn child because he says she is too immature. But is he mistaken?
I had to take care of my brother and my sister all their life, so technically I don't need nobody there to help me with nothing. I can do this by myself.
Why did you two get pregnant? That's what I want to know.
Well, it was not intentional.
Huh?
It was nothing intentional.
Duh. But what I'm saying is, since you're 44 and a grown man and got children already, don't you think it was incumbent upon you to make sure that didn't happen?
I went off belief that she was taking her birth control, Your Honor, honestly.
Your Honor, let me remind you that my doctor, well, not the doctor, it is taking any birth control. If you miss one, that still raises your risk of having a child, right? Getting pregnant. Mm-hmm. Okay.
I feel like I was booted into this.
You should have backed that up with a little something.
Yes, ma'am.
You know what I mean? She's a kid, and she's 18, and 18-year-olds forget stuff. I got a 20-year-old at home, and he don't remember nothing. So, you're grown, you have to back it up.
Yes,
I mean, you get the value of young and pretty and cute, but you also have the responsibility of tending to that in a way that allows you two to make the right decisions. You know what I mean? You don't get to treat her like she's 42. You say, whenever I ask Lawrence a question, he makes me feel stupid, as if I should have already known the answer.
Yeah,
is that true?
Yes, man. That's the majority of the time I ask him a question. Like, he'll say, for instance, I should already know this, but if I'm asking him, then I feel that if I'm asking him this question, then obviously I don't know the answer to it. Right. So, like, say for instance, I come up on the big words. I'm always asking questions. I ask questions at school. So if it's something that I don't know, I ask about it. So I'm like, what does this mean, and how do I use this, or, what does it mean? And he'll be like, well, this is something you should already know, or this a rhetorical question, this is a dumb question.
It's that I would expect her to know some common sense things.
Such as?
Little basic stuff. She asked me questions about something in the house or something to cook or a particular food or something like that I'm thinking, come on now, this is common sense stuff. You're supposed to know common sense things.
Cooking is not a common sense thing. It isn't. It's a skill. You either know about it or you don't know about it. And the only way you know about it is somebody's taught you.
But see, if you know you start something, you don't just walk off and leave it.
Estrogen doesn't have a recipe book attached to it.
I understand, Your Honor. But see, the bulk of all the responsibilities is on my shoulders. So I'm paying for all the bills. I'm paying for all the food. So if you burn up the food,
that's what you get for marrying for dating a kindergartner. If you wanted a woman to provide you with mothering and for your child, with economic security, with all of this knowledge, you marry a grown woman. You don't marry a kid. You wanted all the accoutrements of a kid with the mind of a 30-year-old. You can't get that. It's all your fault. All of it.
The bulk of it's all on my shoulder.
Do you love him?
Yes, I am.
Do you want to stay with him?
Yes, I do.
Are you happy?
Very.
Really?
Yes, it's just some things that, they get to me sometimes, but other than it,
You think he values you for who you are, or are you staying because you have a baby now and you're 18 and man, you need to hang on to somebody who can help you?
No, ma'am. Technically, I had to take care of my brother and my sister all their life, so technically, I don't need nobody there to help me with nothing. I can do this by myself.
When Divorce Court continues, what does Lawrence say that makes Ciara break down in tears?
Take a look at Ms. Cannon over there. What do you think you've done to her? Take a look at her. Big man. Look at that. You've crushed her.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Ciara Cannon, who says despite making her feel stupid, she still wants to marry the father of her unborn child. But will he stick around?
My understanding is you're done.
Yes, ma'am. Because if I'm going to be straining mentally, as well as financially, as well as taking care of the cleaning in the house and everything like that, then it's not a good thing for me.
Mr. Maxwell.
Yes, ma'am.
You have an 18-year-old girl pregnant. You did that. You did that. It wasn't on purpose, but you did it. You got a girl, baby girl, daughters. If some 44-year-old got your 18-year-old daughter pregnant, what would you like him to do about it?
Man up and be responsible with the situation.
Do you intend to be? Because my understanding is you're done.
Yes, ma'am. Because
you want to cut her loose and just walk off.
But see, I don't want it to come off as though I'm just turning my back on her and the child. It's that I'm going to be responsible and be there for her and the child, but if it's not going to be feasible for me in this relationship where I'm going to be straining mentally as well as financially, as well as taking care of the cleaning in the house and everything like that, then it's not a good thing for me.
Do you not clean house?
I mean, I clean sometimes, but I mean, I'm pregnant. I don't be feeling like doing it most times. I don't feel like it.
Now, Ms. Cannon.
I don't be feeling good.
I was pregnant, ran a courthouse, had a 3-year-old, 2 stepchildren, cooked and cleaned. You can clean the house.
I mean, I know I can do it, but most of the time I just don't be feeling up to it. I be feeling sick.
Yeah, I did that too. You throw up, get out of the bathroom, pick up the mop. Let me say this to you, Mr. Maxwell. Your problem, well, you got a lot of problems, and I really don't like what you did. I really don't. I find it selfish, self-centered, small-minded. But having said that, let me say this. You have created a situation. Give her an opportunity to grow up and help her grow up. Don't be irritated that she doesn't know. Tell her what she needs to know and allow her to grow into being the woman that you need her to be. That's what I'm asking of you. Do you think you could do that?
Yes.
Or are you really just, don't lie.
I'm willing to do that, but I'm just at the final straw that, it's like right here now.
Take a look at Ms. Cannon over there. What do you think you've done to her? Take a look at her. Big man. Look at that. You've crushed her.
I don't want to hurt her.
Well, you are. You have
honestly,
the power.
I'll be honest with you, I love her. I care a great deal about her.
But she can't satisfy all your needs right now, so you just gonna bounce. That's what you're telling me. You don't love her enough to bring her along. You don't love her enough to let her get a chance to get her feet up under her. You want what you want right now, and you should have it all, and you shouldn't have to wait. And you shouldn't have to take someone that you love, who's going to be imperfect, because we're all imperfect, and help them become what you need each other to be in the relationship. You're too selfish to put that time in. Is that what you're telling me?
No, ma'am. I'm not telling you that.
Then what are you telling me?
I'm telling you that it's pretty much a wrap, because we're not seeing eye to eye with a lot of things.
That's what you're telling me.
We're not seeing a lot of things that we should be seeing together.
Right. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Heck of a time to find that out.
Yeah.
Heck of a time to do that. 44 years old. You should be ashamed and embarrassed.
But can I say something here, Your Honor?
When divorce court continues, Judge Lynn doesn't let up on Lawrence.
Has nothing to do with gender. It has to do with being grown and old and taking advantage of somebody who doesn't know any better, and as soon as you don't get exactly what you want, you knock her up and kick her to the curb. That's what I'm upset about.
Divorce court returns with the case of Lawrence Maxwell, 44, and Ciara Cannon, 18, who are separating despite being 5.5 months pregnant and dating only 10 months.
What I don't understand is the double standards, because an older woman dating a younger guy, they consider cougars, and they get patted on the back for doing it. And she's just making a man out of him. Now, she's 44 years old dating a 19-year-old man, but then she's just a cougar. She's making a man out of him. Oh, that's okay.
No. So it has nothing to do with that. It's what you do once you get them. I had a cougar in here once who took a man, got him out of high school, made him take care of her children, and I ate her alive. Because it was wrong to be an older person and take advantage of a younger person. It has nothing to do with gender. It has to do with being grown and old and taking advantage of somebody who doesn't know any better, and as soon as you don't get exactly what you want, you knock her up and kick her to the curb. That's what I'm upset about. Now, you're suing her for $1,000. Why don't you explain that to me?
The $1,000 is that, it was just basically off before she got pregnant. And by me taking the boat and everything, I said, I'm on disability. You know what I'm saying? I hurt myself when I owned my own construction company. I ended up hurting myself, so now I can't work anymore. And now that she's pregnant, nobody will hire her at this point. So all these months, I've been carrying her. I take care, I buy her clothes, I take care of her hairdo, I take care of her nails, I take care of all the bills in the house, I make sure there's a roof over her head, I make sure she has all the necessities that she needs on top of her wants. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, I was like, man, you could help me out. Give me something on this.
Mr. Maxwell, you are a full plate of jerk with a side of fool. There will be no recovery in this. You I want to talk to.
All right.
Ciara, I know you're upset. You're 18 years old, you're pregnant. He's wrong and he's selfish. And I don't want whatever he does or does not do define who you are. That's the only reason I wanted to talk to you. Don't worry about whether or not you can prove to him that you're mature. I don't even think that's what his problem is. He wants perfection. He wants everything his way. He's leaning on you in a way that he would lean on any woman. It's just easy to say that you're immature and lazy because you are so young. And if he does go, you put him on child support immediately. You keep with your education. You gonna be strong for me?
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna be great.
Lawrence reports that he and Ciara are doing well. They are still together and things are much better. He says the only problem he has is that Ciara still won't clean up the house, but other than that, he's happy with her change. Ciara says that Lawrence has changed for the better. She says that he doesn't speak to her like she's a child any longer, and his nagging has stopped. She says having a one-on-one session with the judge really helped her to see things more clearly.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Lynette Villegas and Frank Lopez. The two of you have been together for 3 years. You have no children together, but Ms. Villegas, you do have 2 children from a previous relationship. You no longer want to live together with Mr. Lopez, so you would like to dissolve your cohabitation situation. You are now suing him for $250, which is the loss of your security deposit and we will discuss that momentarily. Before we do that, however, Mrs. Villegas, I want to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here in divorce court today?
Okay, well, been in this relationship for the past 3 years, and it's been rocky. It's been from sex tapes to sex phone calls that I've
Let's
been
start with the
answered
sex
to.
tapes.
Yeah.
What? Tell me about who made them, how you saw them, and what the problem. Well, I know what the problem is, but
he's smart. He knows where to hide his things. So he hid it in a hard drive, and I played detective one day, and I went through it.
It was him and somebody else,
Yeah.
or?
It was him and someone else.
I
was not in it.
Wasn't me.
Wasn't me.
It was him.
I'm going to ask you this as artfully as I know how.
Okay.
Were you able to identify with accuracy the participants in that tape? I mean...
Oh, okay, well, look, this is how I know it was him. I recognized the boxers, the tennis shoes. He recorded the phone. Actually, he recorded it with his handheld cell phone, and a phone call came through. So it stopped and started again.
But didn't see my face in it, though.
Hang on.
And when it started again, he was like, "All right, come on, let's do it." So I mean, that
You
voice
heard his
is
voice,
unique.
so you know all of that.
That voice is unique. Not most men have that deep voice like that.
Right.
You know.
So you knew it was him.
And it was that girl. You know, he cheated with that girl for the past 6 months. So I mean, come on now.
So you
why would he have a tape that he's not in?
Right.
With another man.
Mr. Lopez, would you like to respond to all of that? Very good detective work, by the way. Would you like to respond to that?
Well, I do video work. I do documentaries. I mean,
documentaries.
All kinds of videos. I mean,
Really?
Ms. Villegas, why don't you tell me another story of a time when you believe he's cheated on you?
I always catch him. The thing is that no one has to call me and tell me or me put two pieces together. Like I said, I found the video. Before that, the year before that, I called him multiple times back to back to back to back. And he accidentally answered a call, and I'm hearing moaning. So I'm like, okay, he's a man. Maybe he's, porno. No, it
Maybe I was in an adult store.
Hang on.
It started getting real. I started listening in more. It started getting real. So I jumped in my car and head out to where I knew he was at just to catch him red-handed. I was like, God, please,
and
God.
I wasn't there.
That's what they say. You see it? It's like I can get my mom or any family member to cut for me too. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So again,
anybody's
Mr.
gonna say
Lopez,
that.
it wasn't you.
It wasn't me. And as far as that, I mean, even if it was, I mean, me and her were through anyway.
That's not true. That's incorrect because that happened 2 days prior to my birthday, and on my birthday
But like
he
I
was
said,
apologizing for it.
But like I said, you didn't see my face, and you didn't see me. You didn't catch me in the act.
But did you apologize for it, Mr. Lopez?
I mean, I apologize for the stress that came with the...
With whatever,
the call.
with some other guy that wasn't you may have caused her
Maybe
when she
the wrong
mistakenly
number.
thought it
Maybe
was
she
you.
was half awake.
Mr. Lopez, we've been all on your case. Why don't you tell me what is your main complaint with respect to Ms. Villegas?
I mean, here's the thing. Even with all the things that supposedly or allegedly happened, regardless, I still get accused. Even before all that, I still got accused. I'm at doing my job, and I'm getting calls back to back, like answer the phone, who's there, threatening to come up there and see. I take pictures with people that I shoot videos for also, and even models. And she's like, well, what are you doing with them? Why are they on your Facebook? And even with all that, with all that stress and all that nagging, a person wants to leave. A person.
So you say primarily the problem with your relationship is that she's nags and she's insecure and jealous.
Yeah, because once the fight started getting bad, I mean, I was pretty much fed up.
Yeah. Okay. Tell me about the credit.
Okay, well, I helped her get an apartment. I gave her the deposit. And, of course, I put my name on the line. And, she got the apartment, and me and her got into it. And like I said, I couldn't do my job, because, you know, I was out there cheating, or she would try to go, you know, and show up on us. I couldn't do my job. I couldn't focus.
So you're a videographer, and it requires you to go places, do things, and some of the women there happen to be pretty.
They happen to be.
But, Your Honor, I'm his makeup artist. That's my nagging. So if I'm your makeup artist and you're the videographer and you got models like he said, why am I not there?
When divorce court continues, what happens to make Lynette lose her cool?
Take your time. Make problems? I'm feeling your pain. Call me toll free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com and become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Lynette Villegas, who says she wants to dissolve her 3-year relationship with her boyfriend because she found a sex tape he made with another girl. But do they need to stay together for business reasons?
Is part of the reason you've stayed with him so long, given all of the things that he's done, the economic thing, in that you both have a joint business? Because I understand you're the makeup artist, you're the videographer, it's one website, you advertise together. Is some of that the reason why you maintain this relationship, even though it is so clearly broken?
I did that maybe the first and the second year, you know what I mean? But now it's like I didn't invest 3 years and 3 genuine years out of my life, because who stays with somebody who clearly, no matter what he says, that's him on that video, that was him on the phone call, that it's been him every time. But I make justification, like I say, because I give him credit for the things that he's helped me out on, because he gave me my business, you know? I give him credit for all that. I do give him credit for all that, and I find justification deep down inside of him, you know, because he won't leave me or my kids hanging. So I'm like, man, maybe deep down inside he's a good person, and I'll stick with him for those reasons, because the business, he knows that clearly at this point I don't care about that business. I'll walk away without it. I could do anything else.
Mr. Lopez, what do you have to say?
Well, like she said, she says she's willing to walk away. Like I said, we've tried to walk away, you know, but she uses the guilt trip. Like I said, I'm good to her, and I help, you know, her with her 2 kids. I mean, whenever she's in a problem, I'm there. You know, whenever she can't.
So what you're saying is not that she guilts you into staying, but that she puts up with what you do because you're so you help her so much. You're so stable.
I mean, well, obviously, I would say that the good things that I do outweigh the bad things. So obviously, she's there.
Not no more. Not no more.
You've tried to leave him before, Ms. Villegas. Yeah. What happened? I mean, who called who first? Who tried to get it back together?
You know what? Under all this stuff, that's still my best friend. I could say that.
Take your time.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
And I'll
Don't be
call
sorry.
him on that.
He's what?
I'll call him on that. Or if we're separated and he's out of the state or out of the city, I still care. I'll text, have you eaten? Have you slept? How are you doing? Because like I said, that's still my friend. I still care.
When he does that and you get him back, does he say, look, I don't think this is a good idea, or is he, you know, he's on the first thing smoking?
Never. He never says this is a bad idea. Like, that's the crazy part. When we reunite again, it's like if nothing ever happened, and we're laughing and we're joking and we're vibing.
And how can you what?
How can you leave that? You know, 1 minute you're saying, well, let's part our ways, and the next minute is
everything is cool.
You can't.
Do you take any responsibility for the things that go wrong when they do go wrong?
You know, I take responsibility. You know, I could be.
Well, remember that you said it wasn't me.
Yeah. Well, like I said, no, I don't mean that. What I'm saying is, you know, we've had.
But that's it, though, Mr. Lopez. You cheat on her. You cheat on her, and you do so regularly, and it's eating the life out of her.
When divorce court continues, what does Lynette do that has Judge Lynn trying to talk some sense into her?
How silly is that? Come on now.
It does.
You know, and I know you're a nice lady, and I think you've been hurt tremendously, but you can't keep walking into a blender and wondering why you get cut.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @Divorce Court. Divorce Court returns with the case of Frank Lopez, who has tried to end his 3-year relationship with Lynette, but says she always guilts him into staying together. But can a vacation getaway save this relationship?
You're going to Puerto Rico soon?
Yeah.
On a cruise?
Puerto Rico and a cruise.
With him?
We're scheduled to go together. You know.
Now
like I said
listen
again,
here.
How can
What are you doing here with a cruise booked?
Oh, no. Well, see, I can set the dates. Like, basically, I have the tickets, and I set the
It's
date.
an open.
It's an open date for whenever I want to go. And
You got a ticket for him?
Yeah, I got that's the crazy thing. I have the tickets. Yes, I have a ticket for him. And like I said, still my best friend. I would want to go and see those things with my best friend.
Ms.
But at this point,
how silly is that? Come on now.
It does.
You know, and I know you're a nice lady, and I think you've been hurt tremendously. You've got a good heart. You're holding it down. You're obviously very talented. You got 2 kids and all of that. But you can't. But you can't keep walking into a blender and wondering why you get cut.
Right.
You can get a girlfriend or something. Don't take him.
True.
But a girlfriend hasn't helped out as much as I did.
Like like I said, I'm at my end.
Playing the victim?
Nah, I'm at my end. You know what I mean? Like, clearly, I'm not playing the victim. This is all real. I didn't go through acting classes. I'm not telling you lies. This is my real life.
No, she's not playing the victim. She is the victim. She is the victim of your refusal to treat her like a human being. At the very least, don't keep going back.
Yeah,
you could not go back.
So, I guess we get to a point where we realize what the flaws are, and we try to work on them. But I mean,
you're not trying to work
at the same
on
time.
anything.
At the same time, it's hard because, I did what allegedly, what I did.
This is a man who will not work on his problem because he will not acknowledge that it exists. He intends to continue to behave as he has always behaved, and he will continue to hurt you. There is no if, and, buts, maybe. There's no fixing, getting better, nothing like that. Believe me, hear me, hear me. He showed you who he is.
Yeah, he did.
This is who he is.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It's now gotten to the point where I don't answer his calls no more.
When Divorce Court continues, what did Lynette find to further prove Frank's unfaithfulness?
It was linked to his Facebook, Twitter, and Gmail account, and all 3 together were just disturbing.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Lynette Villegas and Frank Lopez, who are dissolving their partnership after dating and owning a business together for 3 years.
Tell me about the Facebook messages.
Well, I gave, like I said, there was the phone call and the sex tape, and I gave him 3 strikes, you're out, like everyone, right? I'm fair. So he left his password up on a computer. It was actually a password for someone else because he does web work for other people too as well. But he has ADD. So I knew that he would have a way to, it's going to be the same password. It was.
Very bright young lady. You might want to just see about going into law enforcement and
I was in law
be a
enforcement
detective
first.
or something.
Yeah,
You're very logical and things are very well thought out. But go ahead.
So I was in law enforcement when he met me. So anyways, I found the password. I found his Facebook. It was linked to his Facebook, Twitter, and Gmail account. And all 3 together were just disturbing. Nothing was current. Nothing had happened currently, but if I thought the sex tape and the phone call were bad, like, wow, the threads that I read, it's like, wow, you really did me like that?
But I was at the point where I was fed up with it. You know, at this point, we were like, hey, this isn't what we wanted to be.
Well, you know, he can make excuses all day, but like you said, this was real. He did this to me. What have I done to you?
Well,
did I get you back? Did I get you back?
I don't know.
I've had motive.
If I was a detective, maybe I could say yes or no.
But she hasn't done anything
I've
to
had
you.
motive to do him wrong. I've had motive to leave.
Do you hear him?
Yeah, I've had motive to leave him hanging.
Tell me about the $250. Tell me about the $250 for the security deposit.
He finally caught me on one thing, which wasn't even serious like that. So, you know, I got friends too, right? I call, they text, whatever. And he had came in from out of town, and I let him borrow my phone, and a text came through, and he saw it, and it was a guy friend that he doesn't like, and we got into an argument, and yeah, the whole ended up on the wall.
Like I said, know of.
You know what I'm saying? Oh, let's
Did
play
you
your
put the
story.
hole in the wall?
Allegedly.
Did you put the hole in the wall? He put the hole in the wall.
He put the hole in the wall.
Did you put a hole in the wall?
I don't know. I mean, when we were fighting, she was throwing things. I was dodging stuff. I felt like I was in the Matrix. Things were thrown.
Okay. She don't know, but you do. So I believe you. I can't do anything with Mr. Lopez because he refuses to stand in the light. And if you're in the dark, it doesn't matter.
Right.
So I'm going to talk to you in a minute.
Okay.
But before I do, I'm going to award you $250 for that thing he didn't know he did.
Right.
$250 in favor of Mrs. Villegas. It is so ordered. I'd like to see you in chambers.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
We now join Judge Lynn and Lynette in chambers where they are already in progress.
Now, Lynette, I wanted to talk to you because I think you are beautiful. I think you are capable. And I want you to leave this man. Now, when you leave here, what are you going to do?
Probably leave.
Probably? What is it that he's doing that you like so much?
It's not him. I have a thing with walking out on people. I don't have the heart to leave anyone. Like, you clearly have to hurt my kids.
In order
for me to
you
leave.
A child whose mother is not strong and safe and secure and is on an emotional roller coaster and is getting beat up as a person.
Right.
Does not have the best mother that they could.
True.
He's not helping. He's not going to change. He's not even going to acknowledge the problem. So if you can't do it for you, you do it for your kids. He's not good enough for you. He just isn't.
All rise. Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Lisa Todd and Henry Black. The two of you have been married for 3 years, but you've been together for 25. Not only that, you've been here before. You came here to divorce court, and I told you to stay together because the rest of the world shouldn't have to deal with you. So we're going to take a moment, take a look at what we said, and then figure out why we're back in divorce court today.
After I married you, Honor, she started stealing my ATM cards.
No, he did.
Started stealing my... You, Honor? God, no one's there but her and I. Who took my money? I don't know.
Mrs. Todd, were you taking his money?
Your Honor,
I don't know.
Your Honor,
Figure it out.
May I? Because I'm going to keep it real with you.
Go
you know
ahead.
what? I took his money because he don't give me nothing.
Apparently, you were not able to work out of that crisis, so you have returned here. And Mrs. Todd, you are seeking a sum of money to relocate, and we will talk about that momentarily. But before we do, Mr. Black, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me about this union, what's happened since we've been here before, and why you're here again?
You said go home and work it out.
I did.
You say no one wanted either one of us.
I did.
And I understand why you said that. Because I don't want her, and I know she don't want me. I went and tried to start a business to boost her self-esteem, to get her ego, get her involved in life. Didn't work. It's the same thing, Judge.
What kind of business was it?
It's a cleaning service. Easy, simple. She worked for 3 weeks. Great job. The third week, she want a raise.
Ms. Todd, were you working for your husband for 3 weeks and then asked for a raise?
I was working for us.
Right.
This is our community business in
Gotcha.
the marriage. Now, let me tell you something, Mr. Judge. Yes, I was working, but you know what? He want to pay me $11 an hour what he pay his employees, but have me doing all this figuring, paperwork and everything. I asked him, could I get $2-3 more, advance pay, instead of getting paid like the employees?
Right.
No, I can't. So yeah, I quit.
Now, Mr. Black, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
You've got a business with your wife. Wouldn't it make sense to give her a couple of extra dollars? Because that's a couple of extra dollars that's going to come back into the house that she shares with you.
Well, that's what I was trying to get her to understand, that this is a brand new business, and in the business, we're going to have to lose money to make money, and that we can't get paid. Starting the business, we get paid down the line. But it don't register with her. She want to get paid before the other employees.
Right.
Matter of fact, she wanted them to quit when she quit.
Were you going to strand the man with no employees?
Yeah, you know what, Your Honor? Everybody get paid $11. Now, he done gave his other family member advance payment of $200. Now, why I can't get my money?
Okay, all right.
Yeah,
I understand, Mrs. Todd, that one of your major concerns with Mr. Todd, in addition to the cleaning service, Mr. Black, thank you. In addition to the cleaning service is his mother.
Oh, baby. Listen, his mother, sweeter than sweet. But when it comes to us, when we have an argument, she always intervene. And you know what he do? They call the police on me every week and try to put me out. But let me tell you something. I told them I ain't going nowhere. You're going to have a crane to put me out of here.
So you two live in the house with his mother?
With his mother. And
can I ask you about that, Mr. Black? Yeah. You're 58. She's 54. What are you doing at home with your mother?
My mom is 87 years old. She's on the downside of her life, and
so she needs care.
She needs help. She can't cut the grass, take out the garbage. She can't do all the things anymore.
Well, is your mother dipping in when you two have an argument?
No, my mother won't do that. My mom is mostly on Lisa's side. She'll come to Lisa and say, look, you don't treat your husband like that.
Oh, no.
I was married for 52 years, and this is not the way you treat your husband. You're supposed to come in, cook, and clean. You don't come in cursing your husband out, trying to lower his self-esteem, calling him all kind of 3-letter words. You never tell him you love him, you won't cook for him.
And a couple of 4-letter words, too,
well, 4-letter words.
Miss Todd, why don't you tell me what your vision of his mother's participation in your marriage is?
I have no problem with his mother. And I love my husband. But right now, love ain't got nothing to do with this. Let me tell you something. Your Honor. I have a problem when we get into it that he runs to his mama. She always intervening in what we're doing. And even though when I cook, she sits there and watch me cook. Don't use this much salt. Don't use this skillet.
I got
you know what? She's
sweet
sweeter than sweet. But you know what? As far as him talking about cooking and cleaning, look at him now. I made that happen for him. I remember when he didn't know how to dress. You know what? He come out with hair standing up like a Don King, let you shop, and one gym shoe on and one gym shoe, and you ain't going nowhere with me. I made him what he is today.
When divorce court continues, is Lisa still up to no good?
I called up the bank, then the bank would say, you're making a withdrawal right now. I said, what? Who's there? Cash the check. She said, it's your wife. I said, what?
And later, how will Henry react when Lisa drops a bomb on him?
I have a confession.
What?
Uh-oh.
Divorce isn't easy. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Henry Black, who is in divorce court for the second time because he says his wife is too lazy. But is she a thief, too?
You still believe your wife is stealing from you? Can you tell me why you think she's stealing from you?
I know she's stealing because now I constantly check my bank account, right?
Right.
So I'm on the phone. I call up the bank, and I'm talking to the person, and I say, "What's my balance?" They give me a balance, and then the banker say, "You're making a withdrawal right now." I said, "What?" "You're making a withdrawal as we speak." I said, "I'm not. I'm at home. All I'm doing is checking the balance." She said, "Somebody's cashing the check, and right now." I said, "Okay, connect me with the with the bank where this is happening."
Right.
And they did. They gave me the manager, and the manager said, "Yeah, it's somebody here cashing a check in your name." I said, "What?" I said, and she said, "Well, hold on a second. I'm gonna go talk to the teller, and I'm gonna let you talk to the teller." I said, because the teller knows me personally. And I'm talking to the teller. I say, "Who's there cashing the check?" She said, "It's your wife." I say, "What?" She said, what you want me to do? Because if I done gave her the money already. And I said, "Call the police on her. I want her to go to jail. Get her." And the teller say, "I can do that for you, sir. But if I tell her, then my manager's gonna fire me."
Oh.
And
So
I
you
said,
didn't do
"Okay."
it.
I said,
You
"Hold
don't
up."
cost the guy his job.
Right.
Miss Todd, were you cashing checks that weren't yours to cash?
You know what, Your Honor? I don't steal. I take his money and let him know I took it. I wake him up and let him know I took this money. He used to give me, but now he stopped. I can. What you gonna do? Call the police and see what they tell you. Because Henry don't give me no money no more. Little schoolgirl lunch money that he give me. Let me tell you something. He used to give me, but he don't give me no money no more. I wakes him up and tell him I took the money. Now what you gonna do?
Right. Now, Miss Todd, when you came out here, you proclaimed your desire to keep Mr. Black.
Oh, I'm gonna keep him.
Well, let's work on
He
that
gonna
for a
keep
minute.
me too. He ain't got
Apparently,
no choice.
according to you, he's cheap. He's a mama's boy. What do you want with him?
Look, I knew that from day one coming through the door 25 years ago. I'm just stuck just like him. And when I say death, do we part? When I took my vows, I meant that very seriously. And when I say death, do we part, I mean death, do we part. I ain't gonna let nobody else have him, because every time he eat, he gonna see me in his plate. I ain't gonna let nobody else have him.
Now, Mr. Black, Mr. Black,
I ain't gonna let him.
do you have
I
any
got too
interest
much
whatsoever in staying with Mrs. Todd?
He ain't got no.
None. None.
He ain't got no other choice.
Miss Black over there needs to grow up. She needs some hard love. She needs to be hungry. I gotta let her go. Because she's not.
You can't give a hard, hungry love.
Can I give it to her?
Yeah.
I tried. She's not understanding. It's got to be her way or no way. And she's so self-centered, it's just all about her.
When divorce court continues, will Lisa's confession end this marriage once and for all?
I have a confession.
What?
Uh-oh.
I've been cheating on her.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Lisa Todd, whose husband says the marriage is falling apart because she takes his money without his knowing. But is Lisa's alleged drinking problem also contributing to the downfall of this marriage?
What I have encountered is a lot of drinking and smoking.
I love him so much, whereas though I love him enough not to cheat on him. But you know what? I gotta say this. I have a confession.
What?
Uh-oh.
I've been cheating on him. And you know what? His name is Russell. And the first time I saw him, I named him Russell, because he don't talk back, and And when I tell him to get up out of that box, he get up out of that box. And he do the job just as good. Not no human. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh.
That's who I've been cheating on you with. And when I tell him to get up out of that box, he gets up and he don't talk back.
Mr. Black, have you run into Russell?
Oh, he's seen him. He's seen him.
I haven't seen Russell.
He's seen him.
But what I have encountered is a lot of drinking and smoking that
Well,
I
tell me
don't
about
understand. Every time I come in the house from working hard, instead of having something to eat, a meal prepared, her and her friends are sitting there drinking and smoking.
I may have me a beer. I'm 54 years old. If I feel like I want to have a drink, cleaning this house up every day, sweeping the floor, because his mama don't have carpet. She got outdoor carpet, and you got to sweep that carpet 3 or 4 times a day. And I clean that place up like I got to have a drink up in there. I'm not no alcoholic, you know, but when I feel like when I cook, I like to have me a cocktail and listen to me some music. Listen, it's not an everyday thing with me. I sociably drink. You know?
Yeah. But here's the part that confuses me. You guys were together 25 years before you got married.
Gonna be together.
You said I do, and all of a sudden you can't anymore. What was it about saying I do that mucked up the works so much?
It's because I needed a little serenity in my life. I needed direction. I needed a relationship that had direction. I'm not getting that.
But he knew this from day one, coming through the door.
But I was drunk then,
ago.
you know.
So now you're sobered up and smoking fun anymore.
And I see things clear.
And I do too. Just because I would like to have a drink when I cook, you don't know how I clean up that house. Sweeping the floor 3 and 4 times a day, cooking and cleaning. I had to get his clothes ready to come here. He can't even do that.
When divorce court continues, did Lisa push Henry so far that he was forced to put her behind bars?
They call police on me 5 times a week. And
you call the police on her 5 times a week?
You have to. She's a violent person.
Divorce court returns with the case of Lisa Todd and Henry Black, who are in divorce court a second time after 3 years of marriage and 25 years together.
You want me to give you $5,000,
Yes.
which is $1,200 per month for 3 months for rent and $1,400 in moving expenses, because you believe if you could just raise up out of your mother-in-law's house and have your own home
with
your husband, you will be okay. Do you understand that's what she's asking you for?
I understand it.
But it ain't gonna
I understand that's what she's asking me for. But why would she do that?
Why do you think that will resolve what's been so wrong for so long?
Because every time, I believe, every time when we get in an argument, his crutch is his mama. First thing he holler, you better get Lisa, call the police. They call the police on me 5 times a week.
And you call the police on her 5 times a week?
We have to. She's a violent person. She likes to fight.
Now, Mr. Black, do you mean to tell
5
me
times.
you are afraid of this woman to the extent that the police have to show up 5 times a week?
I am.
Do they ever arrest her?
They won't take her no place.
No.
She tell them, I ain't got no place to go. I live here.
You know what? I used to leave about 10 years ago. Every week, he took his mama downtown on a bus to file a 30-day notice against me.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
To boot you out of the house.
To boot me out. And I used to go, but like right now we're married, I ain't going nowhere. When I take my shoes for a walk, he's going to be right behind me. That's my husband. And I ain't giving him up.
I get it.
But I can't leave my mom.
We come over there every day.
So your solution to this entire matter is to get Ms. Lisa Todd to roll.
She gotta go.
She gotta go.
She gotta go.
I'm
Because
going
she's not respecting my mother. And I got to have that.
Miss Todd, let me say this to you. I like you. I mean, I enjoy you. I think you're funny.
Yeah.
I think you're strong. Here's what I'm going to tell you. I think you could keep him if you turn the volume down a little bit. I think you could keep him if you decided that what you want is him and not your way. And that's 2 different things. And sometimes when you want him and not your way, you have to decide, well, I'm going to compromise on this and compromise on that and bring him back to you. Ms. Black, I like her. I think you like her. I don't know what's up with your mother. I don't know what you do. You know, you're 58 years old. I don't know what your mother's still telling you. I mean, I'm 52. I talk to my mother every day, too, but I don't... You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I can't require him to pay you money to allow the two of you to leave together from his mother's house. There's just no legal, there's no legal ability to do that. There's no cause of action. There's nothing, but there's nothing you can do. You just can't do that. If I were you, Ms. Dodd, I'd change my tune, change my tactics, be cool and under the weather. I still believe in this marriage. I still believe in the two of you. I think that you ought to put her first and you need to be quiet and we can get somewhere with it. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
I ain't giving you up.
You gotta go.
And you
I'm
know
not
what?
gonna go through another 3
you know
years
what?
of this.
You know what? You ain't got no other choice. You ain't got no other choice.
I just
you don't have no other choice. Like the judge say, we gonna be together.
The
And you
judge
know
didn't
what?
say
To
that.
death, I said it. To death do
She
we
just didn't
part.
understand
To
that.
death do we part. And you know what?
Yeah.
If you don't give me no money to get up out of your mother's place,
You're gonna steal.
I ain't going nowhere.
You're gonna keep robbing me, aren't you?
No, I'm gonna take it. Keep taking it.
We're gonna try to work this out. Now the judge
We gonna
is
work
right.
it out.
We've been together 25 years. So we're gonna give it to them. If not, then we'll come back on in and talk to the judge.
All right, baby.
Okay? Yeah, again.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Sarah Colvin and Charles Colvin. Mr. and Mrs. Colvin, you have been married for 13 years. However, you have been separated the last 8 of them. And I think one of the reasons that occurred is in the courtroom with us today. She is Ms. Vanessa Mitchum.
Yes, ma'am.
Ms. Mitchum, good day to you, and I'm sure we will be hearing from you in a little while. You finally want to end this relationship, get divorced, because you've been separated 8 years. Enough is enough. You have some financial matters that you would like me to resolve for you at this time. However, before we do that, I'm going to start with Mrs. Colvin. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your marriage and why you're here in divorce court today?
When I first met Charles, Charles was nice, Charles had character, Charles had style. When I married Charles, Charles became the nightmare. Drugs became more important than family. Drugs became more important than me. And that trick rabbit squirrel over there also.
Well, now, okay. Now, we're not going to name call. When did he start using?
I think he was using before we got married.
But you didn't know?
Yes.
Mr. Colvin, were you using before you got married?
Yes, I was doing marijuana.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And did it progress to other things?
Yes. Yes, it did.
Okay. Did those other things start to consume your life?
No, that started to consume my life.
That? I'm not a that. Okay. I'm a queen. Do you understand?
Well, so, Ms. Colvin, why don't you explain to me the extent to which the drug use became a part of your existence, and then tell me what other matters continued to tear at the marriage until you had to separate?
Since he says that I'm a nightmare, when he got his income tax check, you remember the crack party you threw at the hotel? Remember getting busted there? Didn't give me no money?
You didn't deserve
Remember
it.
you called me to get you out?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Okay, Ms. Colvin, I know you hot and you got a reason to be out, but he was doing crack?
He was doing crack, rock, crack, cocaine, whatever he can get his hands on. They busted him down at the hotel, and when they took him to jail, I went down there with a friend. She told me don't go up in there. I went on up in the hotel. Bed messed up and stuff, went in the bathroom. There's a condom up in the trash bin used. He probably was using it on that trick.
Mr. Colvin, was all that going on in your life for a moment there?
No, not really like she said. You know, I did get a case from a motel room.
And I got a case. It's so funny. You use the passive voice, and then I got a case like it's like I caught a cold. It wasn't really my fault. It just happened to me. Mr. Colvin, did you end up going to jail as a function of that?
Yes.
Okay. Now, Ms. Cole, what you also say obviously, that he was unfaithful to you. Why don't you tell me about when that started and how you found out?
But that's not the only drug case I've been through with him.
Oh, you want to tell me another one?
Yes,
Please go right ahead. I'm so sorry.
We went to a family reunion in Alabama. Remember that? Came back to Kansas, told me to go to sleep because you was tired of driving.
And what happened?
We ended up in Mexico. Going through Texas, he took a wrong turn. So I wake up and I'm raised up like this, looking, there's little Mexican kids, the music is all in Spanish. And I'm like, where the hell are we at, When you go in, you can go in, but when you come out, there's that gate, that border patrol's there.
Right.
And then he gonna holler, I need you to calm down, because I got drugs up under the seat. Okay, he could have sent me to prison, but I'm the nightmare, though. Check yourself, brother.
You had her going to another state, she goes to sleep, and you go to make a drug run in Mexico?
No, we took a wrong turn. Besides that, because I've never made that route before, she had and she was asleep and I just went wrong.
But when you get to Mexico,
yes.
They got their little gate and the people, you didn't notice that you were going through into another country? You didn't see that?
The way we went, there was no gate. It just on the way back.
Oh.
I just made a turnaround when all the music got different, and that's when I woke her up.
You didn't wake me up when no music got different. Don't sit there and tell that lie.
And the reason I was
up.
driving is because she had pink eye and couldn't drive because her eyes had matted together.
Okay.
So that's why.
Excuse me. I didn't have no.
But still, with these drugs under the seat.
Pink eye.
Come on.
So, if now,
I didn't have no pink eye.
If I can work with you, Mr. Colvin, you can make a wrong turn, you end up in Mexico.
Right.
Okay, that could happen to anybody. But, But why did you have drugs in the car when you came back?
There was no drugs in this car.
You didn't tell her not to act up because you had drugs under the seat?
You are
I would
lying.
not
We got
travel that far with some drug under my seat like that.
When divorce court continues, what did Charles do that caused Sarah pain?
They take us down to the jail. They handcuffed me to a table for 2 hours.
Everyone warned you about marrying your mate. If divorce is the only solution, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Sarah Colvin, who says her husband's drug use ruined their marriage. But is cheating also a factor?
You cheated on me 3 months in the marriage. What you mean anger?
You drove me to it.
Ms. Colvin, tell me another event.
Another event where he threatened my life. Charles gets around here. He gets money from guys. And he's supposed to bring him some drugs back, some dope, right? He don't bring the dope back. And then they go up to my sister and ask her where we live at. And she said, I'm not telling you where she live at because I live there. Them guys was mad and they wanted their money back. But see, he kept their money and told them that you was gonna go and get them some dope because you took their money and smoked it in crack. Okay? Remember that?
Nope, I'm afraid I don't remember that.
Mr. Colvin, could that have happened?
No.
He has a drug problem.
No, that
the
couldn't
whole
have
problem
happened.
in our marriage, it's been about the crack. The drugs come before his kids. The drug came for his wife. The drug came for his job. He couldn't even go to work on construction. You got these little blue outhouses you use.
Right.
He in there getting high. He got the crack pipe.
So she in the bathroom with me at work to see this?
Did you ever have any circumstance where he was at home using or arrested at home?
See, that's the problem. I'm not that type of lady. See, I got class about myself. But see, that over there, that trick, they do it together. She's a crackhead, too.
Well, didn't the police burst into your house at one point?
Oh, yes, they did.
Well, tell me about that.
The police came, they knocked at the door. Boom, boom, boom. It's 9-something in the morning. 3-something in the morning. I said, Charles, somebody's at the door. He goes to the door, and they said, we got a search warrant. We need to search the house. He holding up against the door, all these drug task force, and they pushes the door in. They go up in here searching up in the kitchen. I'm short. He taller than me. He got dope all up in the top of the cabinets up there. They pulling out. And they pulling my flour out and stuff. They in an unmarked car. They take us down to the jail. They handcuffed me. Handcuffed me to a table for 2 hours.
That's because
You
of the
remember that?
joint you had
You
that
remember
they got
that?
off
Nah.
you.
You know the reason why.
The task force don't break down your door
No.
for a joint. They were looking for the other stuff.
Yes, they was looking,
Hey, it was-
but they only found a joint she was sitting there smoking.
So you're telling me that the task force had bad information,
Yeah.
because and they kicked down your door by accident because you weren't using.
No, I didn't.
And the reason that you two both went to jail is because she had a joint. This is what you're telling me.
And she was released. Yes, they came looking for some, but there was none there.
Were you released?
Yes.
Your Honor,
no, because there was nothing there.
You know what? The table is cemented to the floor.
Right.
And I got ridges up in my hand because those cuffs were so tight on me. And the other police officer said, why don't you let her loose? He said, no. He handcuffs me down here to this thing, okay? They in there talking to you. And you know what they was talking about.
Yeah.
And if you didn't get caught with nothing, what you run to Alabama for, Charles? You
Run
left
to
us and ran out
Alabama.
of here. Then I get a
No,
phone
I
call.
took my son
Then
back
I
away
get a
from
phone,
around
you're
you.
lying. Then
Took
I
my
get a
son
phone
from around
call
your
and left on the
crazy
answer
self.
machine. Dude said he want his money or he want his dope. Remember I told you about that call?
Nope.
Dude, he was gonna kill you or blow that call.
Well, I'm standing here and I ain't dead.
Mr. Colvin?
Yeah, because you left.
Hang on, Mrs. Colvin.
Yeah.
Mr. Colvin, I haven't give you an
Yeah.
opportunity to speak. Why don't you tell? She has a lot of specific stories.
Yes.
Is she incorrect? Was your drug use light? What is the problem in your relationship if that wasn't it?
Well, you just had a demonstration of it. Nobody can talk to her. All that anger in her, that had to come before my time. And we've been separated all the time, and she still got all this
You
anger.
cheated on me 3 months in the marriage. What you mean anger?
You drove me to it.
When divorce court continues, will Sarah admit to setting Charles's truck ablaze?
This truck all of a sudden catches a fire. She thought it was a pimp mobile, as she say. She had to broke the windows out of it before I went away.
Well, did you tear up the car on purpose?
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court returns with the case of Sarah Colvin, who finally is seeking a divorce after an 8-year separation from her drug-abusing husband. But did he cheat on her as well?
I want to know about the cheating. He cheated 3 months into the relation.
He
Tell me
cheated
about
3
that.
months into the relationship, okay? When I brought Charles up here, he came up here with me to be with me. You wrote it. You remember what you wrote in the Bible?
Now, Ms. Colvin, you can't go
She's
2
talking
seconds
to
without
you.
turning. Please, just tell me.
Okay, yes, ma'am. He said he would love me always. He would always love me. He would always be there for me. He ain't been there for me. He been there for everybody else like a dog in heat. And she's one of them. He was cheating with her, and my sister caught up onto it. And then she started taking him to work. He's sliding down up in the van, don't want to be seen. And my sister walked right on over there to see, to make sure it was him, and said, hey, Charles, what you doing up in there? And then he on the phone, then he on the telephone in the bedroom in my mother's house, talking all sweet and hey, I can't wait to see you, cello. And you know what? We're married. I went in there and dived on that bed, and we was wrestling over that phone.
Mr. Colvin.
And then one more.
Okay.
One more.
All righty.
Same place that we had the drug bust.
Yeah.
When the girl was calling my house, and she said, I don't want to break up your marriage or nothing, but I've been sleeping with your husband. I had 2 jobs working them. You see what I'm saying? I traveled as a med aide, and I was working at a nursing home as a CNA. When Mr. took me to work for 6 o'clock that morning, you went on over there and got you a lick dip, and then come back putting his lips on me. He went and had sex with her, and she told me. And when I started telling him that, he go to walking out the door. She told me even about my grandchild up in the house. She said, I done talked to him in the house while you up in the house with him. Then he gonna go running out the door to get in his car and leave then. Guilty.
Mr. Colvin, What is your response to that story?
Man, Your Honor, my response to this, I mean, the lady got some issues here. You know, maybe I wasn't a goody-goody two-shoot, no angel,
right.
But I wasn't in there by myself.
Okay.
I mean, with
you
this...
tell me about some things she was doing that made the marriage untenable.
Like, for instance, this case she talking about I got at this motel. Yes, I went away to prison for it.
Right.
And while I'm away, you know, I had a truck that she was go drive the whole while I'm in there. And I'm in there all this time, and the day before I get out, this truck all of a sudden catches a fire. Due to she got the oil change, she saying they left the plug out. Yet, when they pull it out the rack, shouldn't they see the oil running behind it? and
so what do you think she did? Why did you think she did it purposefully, or I'm not understanding what you're telling me.
She thought it was a pimp mobile, as she say. She had them broke the windows out of it before I went away.
Well, did you tear up the car on purpose?
When Charles went to prison, I paid for that blazer. I finished paying for it.
That blazer was paid for.
It wasn't paid for. I would go up and pull up to the bank, and the lights are falling out by the cord in the back and stuff. It was raggedy. It wasn't no good. And I took it to the junkyard for $100.
Because it was just torn up?
That's it.
When divorce court continues, did Sarah push Charles into saying I do?
You said something interesting to me in your papers, that you really didn't want to marry Mrs. Colvin to begin with.
Divorce court returns with the case of Charles Colvin, who admits to causing problems in his marriage but says his wife has issues too. But should this marriage have happened in the first place?
Now, I'm going to start with you, Mr. Colvin, for a moment. You said something interesting to me in your papers, that you really didn't want to marry Mrs. Colvin to begin with.
It's like...
Tell me about
when
that.
I got out of prison. Her mother's a very religious lady, and I do respect her.
Right.
And she was not comfortable with me and her still there, unmarried, sleeping in the same room like that. And so
go ahead.
Within a month after I'm out, go through this marriage she arranged.
Whoa.
Go through this marriage she arranged. You know, and it just wasn't meant to be right then.
It was something that you did reluctantly. You didn't really want to do it, but you respected her mother.
No, what he did was use me to get out of Florida.
You didn't really have anywhere to go.
I was out of Florida, so why would I still? Come on.
I brought you up
here. Was part of it that you didn't really have anywhere else to go?
No, that wasn't part of it.
Well, if you hadn't stayed with her, where would you have gone?
Oh, I had friends around. I could have went there.
Mrs. Colvin, he says you kind of pushed him into marriage. Is that what happened?
My mother is a real Christian. She ain't no fly-by, okay?
Didn't nobody say
and
that.
we wasn't sleeping in the same bed in a house, not married neither. You just a bald-faced lie. Get it right.
Oh, my God. Come on.
Okay?
Did he want to get married, though? Or did you kind of nudge him into it?
We discussed getting married and being together before I brought him up here, because if I thought we wasn't getting married, I would never brought you up here. Now look at you now.
When did Ms. Mitchum come into the picture, as far as you know?
Miss Mitchell came in the picture when Charles refused to go down south with me, and my mama was gone from her house, and we wasn't married yet. And she was calling the house, and he was going over there hanging out with her, creeping and sneaking and being with her. She knew he was married. He knew he didn't have no business messing with her.
How did you find out they were together?
How did
my
you
sister.
No. Oh,
my sister. She told me that he was fooling with her.
Okay. Ms. Mitchum, why don't you come forward? We've been talking about you.
And tomorrow, Sarah continues her antics.
Let me tell y'all something. I'm not jealous of you two. You sitting over there telling the judge that I'm psychotic.
Look at how you act.
I have my business. You
That's
understand?
why you ain't got a man.
You understand? I got a house I live in. I pay my bills. I got a vehicle. You know what? A trick, rabbit, crash, square is what they are. They don't have none of that.
But who will win when Charles's two women come face to face in a battle for his affection?
He was at my house, okay? He was coming to my house. He was having sex with me.
She hates the fact that I'm with her husband.
That she thought was going to come back.
That she thought, because she's like, you'll be back, because he chose me.
Ain't neither one of them got nothing. He get mad at her, he come to my house. And he lay up and he have sex with me. And I told her that he always would come back. Long as I would let him come back, I cut that cord.
She's the judge who gives rules on the law and life. She's intense with common sense. She's Judge Lynn Toler on Divorce Court, where real couples deal with real life. Yesterday on this special two-part session of Divorce Court, Sarah says Charles's drug use ruined their marriage.
He was doing crack?
He was doing crack, rock, crack, cocaine, whatever he can get his hands on.
And she was the one who felt the consequences.
They take us down to the jail. They handcuffed me to a table for 2 hours.
Sarah also claims Charles cheated throughout their marriage.
He's been there for everybody else like a dog in heat. And that trick rabbit squirrel over there.
Okay, now we're not going to name call.
Today, Sarah gets a chance to face off with the woman she says destroyed her marriage.
He was at my house, okay?
You's
he was
a
coming
lie.
to my house.
Me
He
and
was
her-
having sex with me.
She hates the fact that I'm with her husband.
That she thought was gonna come back.
Today, in the explosive conclusion of this two-part session of Divorce Court, we now join Judge Lynn as she gets to the bottom of Charles's relationship with Miss Mitchum.
When did Ms. Mitchum come into the picture,
Yes.
as far as you know?
Miss Mitchell came in the picture when Charles refused to go down south with me, and my mama was gone from her house, and we wasn't married yet. And she was calling the house, and he was going over there hanging out with her, creeping and sneaking and being with her. She knew he was married.
How did you find out they were
Yes.
together?
How did
My
you fi-
sister.
No. Oh,
My
okay.
sister
told
She
you.
told me that he was fooling with her.
Okay, Ms. Mitchum, why don't you come forward? We've been
Yes,
talking
please.
about you, and I will say this for you. I don't know what happened before. You behaved better than any other woman has in this
Thank you
courroom
very
so
much.
far. You
Thank
didn't
you very
jump up or nothing.
Now tell her.
Well, she might be behaving now, but before they got here,
Ms. Mitchum, when you met
Quit
Mr.
hating.
Colvin, did you know he was married?
No, I didn't. As a matter of fact, ma'am, this is my man, and I'm here to stand by him. After she found out about us, I gave him an ultimatum. It's going to be either her or me, and he chose me to her face, and she has hated me ever since. I had nothing to do with their breakup. I didn't even know that he was married at the time. He was.
Stop.
Setting up that
Miss
10
Colvin,
lap.
Miss Colvin, let's not go to.
That's her problem.
Why would he choose if you hadn't had a relationship with
Well,
him?
this was after
why
the
would
fact,
there
man,
be a
but-
choice?
Okay, but see, what happened was he was living down the street from my mother's with my cousin.
Because
that
he was
the
running
first
back to
time.
the dock.
That was the first time I met him. See, she over there doing all that talking and don't know what she's talking about.
Well, you
okay?
explain it
because
to
she's
me.
wrong. He had lived down the street from me for a few months. He pursued me. I didn't pursue him. I didn't pursue him. He pursued me for 3 or 4 months before I even did anything with him.
Now,
she don't know that.
Now, when you first started to date him after that 3 or 4 month pursuit, did you know he was married?
Not at the beginning, I didn't.
At what point did you, how long were you with him before you found out he had a wife?
Ma'am, I can't recall exactly, but I was sitting at my cousin's house, and that's when the statement was made that your wife came by here, and I looked like, wife? See, she's talking, she don't know what she's talking about.
But when someone says that to you about the guy that you're with, don't you kick him to the curb at that moment?
I probably should have, but I didn't.
We
I
were
didn't
separated when she
they
came
weren't
into
together
the
at the
picture.
time.
We
when I came
still
into
was
the
married.
picture.
Yes, but we were
And she
separated.
still was sleeping with you.
And I
she
don't
told
care.
me you was one of her tricks.
Can I talk?
Okay?
Can I straighten this here up a little bit?
Please.
In the beginning, me and a cousin of hers, me and him worked together. We used to get off and we'll play a little dominoes and then I'd go on home. Just so happened this one day in particular, her family member, you know, being who she is, which is nothing, you know, she sees us playing. She happened to be around keeping the score because we didn't allow women to play with us playing dominoes. But anyway, just so happened this day, her cockeyed family member runs outside with the phone, and that's what started this ordeal. Because afterwards, she goes out on the phone and evidently calls her. I don't know this. So after our little game, I go home, and there's a suitcase sitting out there in the driveway. And then here this lady comes out all crazy, talking about what I'm doing. So I grab my suitcase and leave because I didn't want to hear the madness. You know?
Okay. Now, were you in a relationship with her at the time this happened?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Ms. Colvin, why don't you tell me your version of that story?
Okay, Charles told me my sister is the one that broke up our marriage. Not her, not no other woman. My sister, because she told me.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Ain't neither one of them got nothing. Ain't none of them got no job, okay? She turns tricks. You even told me that she turned tricks.
I ain't
to get the
told
crack
you
for you.
nothing.
Yes, you did.
You just so hateful.
And
I'm gonna give you an opportunity to respond. I am. I'm not gonna just leave that out there.
My husband told me he came to my house, and on the day particular that she talking about, that she asked him to choose, he was at my house, okay? He was coming to my house. He was having sex with me, okay? He came to my birthday party when she was in jail for drugs, for crack, again, okay? Over 5 times. When she get out, he go in. It's like checkmate.
Now, Miss,
what she trying to say?
I want to get
all that.
Stop. I want to give you a full opportunity to respond to those allegations.
She's crazy and she's psychotic and she's lying and she don't know what she's talking about. She hates the fact that I'm with her husband.
That she thought was gonna come back.
That she thought, because she's like, you'll be back, because he chose me. I had nothing to do with that. I had nothing to do with that separation, Judge. None whatsoever. I had nothing to do with that.
So they were separated by the time you two got together?
Yes, they had been separated for months, ma'am, before he started pursuing me.
Are you two living a dissolute life together? Are you misbehaving? Are you drugs and all of that, and you haven't got it together yet?
Lie.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'm no angel, but I do have a job. Thank you.
I'm no angel, but I do have
a job. She's talking to me. She's talking to me. Don't worry about me.
Okay?
Don't worry about me.
That's what you do.
Stop.
When divorce court continues.
You believe that Mrs. Colvin is still in love with Mr. Colvin and still trying to cause you trouble because she wants him back. Everyone warned you about marrying your mate. If divorce is the only solution, call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Sarah Colvin, who finally wants to divorce her husband after an 8-year separation because he chose another woman over her. But did Charles have a change of heart and try to get her back?
You come in my house and you told me you wanted us to get back together. You remember that?
I understand, Mr. Colvin, that your wife once called your boss and asked to have you drug tested.
This is Your Honor, this lady here.
You are a raglan mouth.
You see?
Hang on.
Hey, Your Honor. You see?
I get it. I know what the problem is. Please tell me about the time when she had your boss drug test you.
No, my supervisor, he basically knew about her because she called him before with a lot of crazy things. So he said, oh, yeah, your wife called me, want me to give you another surprise drug test, but we're not going to waste our time with that. Because, Your Honor, when something is over, it's over.
It's over.
And some people will not accept that. I mean, look at how long we've been separated, and look at still this hostility, all this. I try not to have no communication with this lady because it's always drama.
Yes.
Okay. It's always.
Mrs. Colvin, did you Stop.
You the trick.
Mrs. Colvin. Mrs. Colvin. Hey, stop.
Yes, lady.
Now, since you've been separated from him, have you made it your business to dog him and to get his and call his job and bother him?
Okay.
First of all,
your conduct?
First of all, I've never called Charles' job. I have never asked his supervisor to give him a drug test. Guess what?
Happen.
I didn't have to. He was smoking up in the potty toilet all the time.
You was there with me?
He kept giving him chances.
You were there with me?
He kept
Hearsay again.
He kept getting him chances, and you know what? He got fired. Okay? And this part about she choosing, she asking him to choose. He come to my house.
No, me and her came to your house.
He come to my house that night before, okay? When he get mad at her, he come to my house. And he let he have sex with me. He was going back and forth between me and Vanessa.
What are you chit-chatting about over there?
About this lying lady right here.
I'm going to give Ms. Mitchum an opportunity to speak in a minute because she's the only one know how to act in here.
And
Mrs.
then
Colvin.
I open the door, and there's Charles standing there. She gets out of the vehicle and comes up there. And when I get to push that door, she hold the door closed, and she said, I just want him to make up his mind who he want, either you or me. And Charles, at the door, said, Dut, I'm going to be with Vanessa.
That's right.
I said, well, if you're going to be with Vanessa, why were you here last night and I gave you that leather coat and she got mad?
She didn't say that. That's not
And
true.
I told her that he always would come back. As long as I would let him come back, I cut that coat. No. You understand? Let me tell y'all something. I'm not jealous of you two. You're sitting over here telling the judge that I'm psychotic.
Look at how you act.
I have my business. You
That's
understand?
why you ain't got a man.
You understand? I got a house I live in. I pay my bills. I got a vehicle. You know what? A trick, rabbit, crack, squirter is what they are. They don't have none of that.
Stop. Okay.
Hey.
Now I want to talk to Ms. Mitchum. Hey. Let me talk to Ms. Mitchum. Ms. Mitchum, I'm going to give you an opportunity to speak. Ms. Mitchum, do you believe that Mrs. Colvin is still in love with Mr. Colvin and still trying to cause you trouble because she wants him back?
I think, I don't know if she wants him back or not, but I have been with him for 11 years, not 8.
Yeah.
For 11 years, and she needs to get over it. He made his choice back then. When he chose me, that should have been the end of it.
When divorce court continues, did Charles really do it?
When I go in the bathroom, he goes in my wallet and steals my money and almost makes me homeless. Are you standing up here trying to play? Ain't nothing funny about that.
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter @DivorceCourt. Divorce Court returns with the case of Charles Colvin, who denies his wife's claim that he is still having sex with her. But will he own up to owing her money?
Can you read that, Joe?
Says Dutch. I
He
sincerely
was
plan
working
on
down and he
paying
was
you
working down
every
in
cent
Wichita.
you feel I owe you.
Did you write that? What was the final straw, Mrs. Colvin?
The final straw is when I got sick. I had a birthday party. His trick was over there locked up in jail again for crack. Okay? Done went back to jail. This time they kept her over a year. Okay? Remember that, Charles? And my last straw, why don't you look at
I've tried to forget everything I know concerning you.
You know what the last straw was? When you come in my house and you told me you wanted us to get back together? You remember that?
No.
And I was sick. And guess what?
That's why you think
Ms.
I
Colvin,
came.
talk to me. Tell
She
me
was
what happened.
sick. That's why she
I was
think
sick. Okay, I had a birthday party. We came back to my house, put on some music. He used to leave the music on, Dut. Slow dance up in the kitchen. Went up into the room. He used to leave the music on, Dut. I said, okay. Went in the room, made love together, and I told him, I said, you know what? I'm not doing this no more. Because I feel cheap, and I feel nasty, and I feel humiliated. And I know you messing with that trick, and you done told me that she sells her body. And then when I go in the bathroom, he goes in my wallet and steals my money and almost make me homeless. Are you standing up here trying to play? Ain't nothing funny about that.
Mr. Colvin, did you try to steal?
And I press charges.
Ma'am, hold on.
Did you steal the money?
Can I say something?
Just answer the question.
Yes.
Did you ever steal money from him?
No.
You never stole money
This
from
lady,
him? Okay.
Your Honor.
All right. Now,
I wish I brought them papers.
This just gonna be
I press charges because I ain't gonna be no victim to him.
You are seeking $1,000 from him, $200 for money that you say he stole, and $900 and $800 for a down payment on a car. What? Can you read that, Joe?
Says Dutch. I
He
sincerely
was
plan
working
on
down and he
paying
was
you
working down
every
in
cent
Wichita.
you feel I owe you.
Did you write that?
Yeah, that she feel I owed her.
Okay. Ooh. Did you really?
Yeah, years ago.
How many years ago?
Oh, man. That had to be back here in what? 97, 98, somewhere around there?
Okay. Was it that old? Is that long ago?
What?
About 12, 13 years ago, that letter?
About 97?
Yeah.
No, ma'am. I think this was in 2000.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, we
so
haven't gotten
tell
there.
me about the $800 down payment that you want me to reimburse.
It was in your Bible, Charles.
Stop. Tell me about the $200 down payment.
No, it was $800.
I mean, I'm sorry, you're right, $800. Tell me about that.
Charles was working down in Wichita and with the construction folks. And he came back and he called me and he said, I found this car I want. And he gave me this old lit story about, when I was a kid, I wanted this bicycle, Yeah, And I gave him the money.
When divorce court continues, will mayhem ensue after Judge Lynn gives her verdict?
You ain't look good. You don't look good. With your raggedy hair.
Divorce court returns with the case of Sarah and Charles Colvin, who finally are divorcing after being separated for 8 years of a 13-year marriage because Charles is in love with another woman.
Tell me about the $200 in stolen money.
The $200 was in 2004.
And how did he steal the money from you? Was when you were in the hotel and all of that?
No, he was in my house.
Uh-huh. How did he get in your house?
He walked in with me, put the cooler up in there, had all the drinks from my party, and he stayed there with me.
Did that happen, Mr. Colvin?
No.
Ms. Mitchum, do you know what she's talking?
She
Because
don't know
what she's
'cause
telling
she
me at
wasn't
this
there.
juncture is
No.
that they still every once in a while see each other. And you don't believe that?
I don't know what was going on back then, but I know
what's happening now.
Well, he don't want her. And
No, it's not the
can't you
point.
see
He don't
why?
want. I cut that cord.
Can't you see why?
Did you steal money from her in 2004?
No, Your Honor.
Ma'am, it was never my intention to take him from her.
I get that.
Take him from me,
Hey, I'm just talking about
like
that too. Hey, I'm talking about that $200. Do you know what she's talking about?
No, I did not.
Trick
But
rabbit.
like I talked to the people at the courtroom about it. He said, well, can you really prove you didn't? I said, I don't know how I can prove I didn't.
Right.
He said, well, the best thing you can do to get this over with is just go and agree to it and pay that lady so she can leave you the hell alone.
That's
What?
a lie.
Wait.
There's another. So she pressed charges on you. The police said go ahead and agree to it and pay it back.
She did after a while of her talking to me and asking time. We can solve this. You just come back home. I don't come back home. Then she pressed charges.
How were you coming back home when you was in jail when you came to court for it?
Ms. Colvin, Mr. Colvin, this is a hot mess.
Yes, it is. Your Honor.
No. Ms. Colvin, you're angry. I understand that. He did you wrong. You're a freak from him. Let it go. Don't let this
I'm happy,
right here
Judge.
start you back up.
No, seriously, I'm happy.
Mr. Colvin, you've moved on. She seems like a nice lady. I don't know what y'all doing. You got to put them drugs down if that's what you're doing.
They on them
Because
drugs.
it doesn't end well.
Yes.
It doesn't end well. Having said that, I will say this. Nothing that you presented to me, Mrs. Colvin, is enough evidence that you, in fact, are owed any money. And even if I did have sufficient evidence of that, it's so long ago that it is no longer a cognizable claim. I just can't do it. I just think you need to let it go.
Let it go.
Let him walk away. You walk away. Not caring is the best revenge. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Bye, y'all.
Get nothing.
Bye, ya.
Get nothing.
And take her with you.
Okay.
Bye, ya.
Okay, yeah, go find a crack pipe.
Bye, ya.
You and your trick. That's what you do.
Y'all be
That's what you
peace.
do.
Peace.
Oh,
Yeah,
please, honey. You ain't look, you don't look good. With your raggedy self. I ain't no bye. Ain't no bye.
Bye. Get
Go back
lost.
and be sorry what you are.
Get lost.
Okay?
Hey, go
Don't put
away.
your hands on me.
Go away.
Don't put your hands on me, okay?
Go away.
I don't have to go away.
Can we have peace?
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.
Bye.
Good riddance.
Bye.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding. You may be seated.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here with Mrs. Angela Waring and Mrs. Tori Stevens. The two of you are legally domestic partners within the state of Washington, and you are seeking to terminate that. Mrs. Waring, you have brought Mrs. Stevens here, and interestingly enough, I've read your papers, and it seems to me that you're almost alleging that she defrauded you.
Yes.
Because you are seeking all of the monies, which you've calculated to be around $17,000 that you say you put into a relationship, and I think under false circumstances, it seems almost as a defrauding. So that's how I'm going to assess it. Mrs. Stevens, you are countersuing her for $2,500 for pain and suffering.
Yeah.
So we will get to that. I mean, obviously things went very, very wrong. Tell me, Mrs. Waring, why you believe you were defrauded?
Well, when Tori and I got together, it was great. And she moved in, we filed, and she didn't work. She refused to look for work. She spent 18 hours a day.
I'll get to you. Hang on.
No, she's lying.
I know the stories never match. That's my job, is to figure out which one's right and which one's wrong. Go right ahead, Mrs. Waring.
Okay. She spent about 18 hours a day sleeping. She finally got a job about 6 months later, and she only had it for 3 weeks when she was fired. She got her paycheck, and that one paycheck went to pay for her pain meds. She had another job shortly after that, only lasted a few weeks, and she was fired from that job.
Mrs. Stevens, why don't we get to you? She indicates to me that you moved in with her and just kicked back and let her support you. Why don't you respond to that?
That's not true. I was living in Federal Way, and I was working. I had, roommates and everything like that. I moved down to Vancouver, and she said that, I have a good job. I'll go ahead and, you can go to school because that's something that you want to do, and you don't have to worry about working because I can afford taking care of everyone.
That's actually not
true. Hang on.
You got to talk, so hush.
Hey, now, Mrs. Stevens, let's not go there.
Seriously.
Ladies, hey.
Anyways, so I enrolled into school, and then after I enrolled into school, I get a phone call that I didn't know beforehand that she was financially in debt. And so she was like, I'm in debt, I need you to work. So I stopped going to school. I got a job that did not last for just 3 weeks, which you lie. Anyways, so I worked, and I worked the whole back and forth the whole entire time.
She gave me line that she had a job lined up before she moved down, which
Not
she
true,
didn't
never
have.
said that.
It was the job
Stevens, you can assume just throughout that I believe you don't believe what she says. And I will assume that you are on the other side of the page. That's why, but I can only hear one person at a time. Okay? Go ahead. You say she's a liar. She lied about having a job lined up. What else did she lie about?
She lied about having a job lined up. She lied about having a driver's license and her car registered in her name. I found out after we filed that she doesn't have a driver's license.
Not true.
It's suspended in Washington, Colorado,
Mrs. Stevens,
Alaska.
Mrs. Stevens, you're gonna have, if I can't do this, you'll have to sit down.
Okay.
And after you sit down, and if I can't control you there, you will leave. And when you leave, all I'll hear is her point of view. And that'll be her point of view with respect to the $17,000. Do you really want to lose $17,000 because you couldn't stop talking?
No, I can shut up.
So let's
I can shut up on that.
You got it? Go ahead, Ms. Waring.
I never told her that I could support all of us. Okay. There's no way. I have a son. I have a mortgage and a son. I can't take on the responsibility of supporting another adult. She is capable of working.
But she won't.
She won't.
Ms. Stevens, what is your response to that? Other than she's lying, I know that part.
Can I talk now? When you said $17,000,
Yeah, no, and which is good. Now, that's good.
I brought it all back right here.
Pull it in.
I brought it in.
Woman,
pull it right here. Right over here.
You say that Mrs. Waring has anger issues. Why don't you explain that to me?
Oh, when I refused to sleep with her, she started breaking things. Tried taking my clothes out of the closet, throw them outside. Would throw like serious temper tantrums. Then she also, let me go ahead and tell you how she lied.
Okay.
She said that she posted an ad on Craigslist to find someone to sleep with her.
Right.
She got ready. No, she got ready to go out, and I was like, "Oh, where are you going?" Because I was sitting, and she's like, "Oh, right. I'm gonna go out and go." There are a couple responded to my Craigslist ad, so I'm gonna go out, and she whatever. And so I was like, okay, have a good time. And so,
can you tell me why the intimacy stopped? Did it stop altogether, or was it just sometimes you weren't in the mood, and if you weren't in the mood, she was just angry about it?
It stopped. Yeah, no, there was sometimes I wasn't, in the mood, and then I just came to a point where I just stopped because she was just crazy.
Okay.
Period. And I can't. She is seriously crazy. Very much so.
Ms. Waring, did you actually go on an internet site to advertise for someone to have sex with when you didn't get any sex from Mrs. Stevens?
And then
no,
you
I was
ready.
trying to get a reaction, some sort of reaction from her.
So you did do it?
I didn't actually do it. I said I did it.
You said you did it?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wow, told the truth.
To get now, what kind of reaction were you looking for?
Anything. She's just get out of bed.
When divorce court continues, what did Angela do to have Judge Lynn speak out?
Whether he wrote this or not, I don't know. But if he did, shame on you. Because you shouldn't.
Excuse me? Yeah. I'm sorry.
I'll say it again in case you're hard of hearing. If you did it, shame on you. Divorce isn't easy. Call toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or visit our website at divorcecourt.com or become a fan at facebook.com/divorcecourt.
Divorce Court is back with the case of Angela Waring, who wants to end her domestic partnership of 2 years with Tori Stevens, who she claims has lied about everything. But is Angela really at fault for the failure of this union?
Mrs. Waring, did you sleep with her ex? I understand, Mrs. Waring, that you have a son.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How is your son's relationship with Mrs. Stevens?
At first, it was okay. She would promise that she would take him places, take him to get a video game, and she wouldn't take him, and he would get mad. He was upset. He actually wrote a letter. Would you like me to read it?
I don't know. Let me see.
And this is after, so did you want to tell her that you were jealous of our relationship?
You tell me.
It wasn't jealousy.
You
Tori.
tell me what you believe
it.
your relationship was like with her son.
We had a good relationship. I mean, he even said that he had more respect for me than he did his own mother because of how she. Yes, I can't even believe that you would even bring him into this situation because it has something to do with you and I.
He's my life.
But you should have never brought him into this.
Yeah.
It's because
you
you're crazy.
messed with his life for a year.
Ms. Waring, let me say this to you. You should, whether he wrote this or not, I don't know. But if he did, shame on you. Because you shouldn't.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'll say it again in case you're hard of hearing. If you did it, shame on you. You should never, ever involve a child in a dispute between the two adults in his life. He's talking about who contributed money and all of that. You should shelter and protect him from that and not involve him in that, because that's grown folks' business and not his pain.
When Tori asked him for money to go buy alcohol, you betcha he's involved.
All right. Let me tell. Why don't you tell me about when Mrs. Waring slept with your ex?
We were separated. And they sent me a picture, actually through my phone, of them hanging out together or something to that nature. And I talked to my ex, and she was like, yeah, we hung out, a couple times, and we ended up sleeping together. I was like, oh, really?
Who sent you the picture, Mrs. Waring or your ex?
My ex.
And the purpose of that was,
to spite me, to think that it was going to get a rise out of me.
Mrs. Waring, did you sleep with her ex?
Months later.
Okay. Did you intentionally tell her about it, or was this something the ex did without your knowledge?
I didn't know that she was talking to Tori.
Didn't know?
No.
Yeah.
Now you're lying.
Because she doesn't like Tori either.
How long did the two of you know each other before you decided to register together as domestic partners?
I think it was almost about a year.
Were you in the same city at the time, or was it a long-distance relationship?
It started out, yes, because I lived in Federal Way and she lived in Camas, Washington.
It was 2 months. Met the end of January, filed for domestic partnership the end of March.
When divorce court continues, did Angela really say it?
You used a phrase here, that I can't imagine calling anybody. You call her that?
If you would like your case heard on Divorce Court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com and follow us on Twitter at Divorce Court. Divorce Court returns with the case of Tori Stevens, who says that after 2 years, she wants to get as far away as possible from her partner's anger issues. But is Angela controlling too?
She go back and forth, hence the mood swings and the craziness.
You seem to indicate that she was very possessive in that she needed to know where you were all the time.
And she's...
Explain that to me.
I knew where she was. She was in bed.
Mrs. Stevens, can you give me examples of the kinds of things that she would do to track you down or come
call
see
me.
you?
No, call me, text me. I mean, I would ignore her phone calls. Because I'm not one, I mean, I don't like being controlled. And especially if you pick up the phone and she's cussing at you, verbally abusing me, that's the last thing I'm going to do is talk to you on the telephone. And if you send text messages, I mean, you saw the emails. I can't even say what that says.
These were emails after we were separated.
Yeah, I will say this, though. Separated or no, this is pretty deep.
Oh, I was mad.
I mean...
You don't say stuff like that.
There are 3 words on this entire sheet of paper I don't have to bleep. I mean, it's just, you used a phrase here, I can't imagine calling anybody.
I don't know what that is.
Oh, you forgot?
So,
yeah.
It's very distinct. You
Don't
can't
forget
say it,
something
not
like that.
remember it. Last sentence there. You call her that?
Oh my God, no.
Now, really?
I have never said that word in my life.
It's your email.
That
It's
is
your
a
email.
Yeah, and emails can be manipulated.
That's not true. No
Yes,
one cannot.
I
You
did
sent
not.
it to my Hotmail account and my Yahoo account, so don't even sit
I am
there
sick
and
to
lie.
my stomach. I've never said that word in my entire
When
life.
you said better do
Verbally
right,
and email.
hang on. When you said to her, you better do right by me, Tori, what did you mean?
She spent a year being taken care of. Room, board, food, money, meds. I lost everything. I lost my house.
How did you lose your house?
Because I was paying for her and taking care of her. I got behind on bills. Absolutely, I got behind on bills.
Okay. Now, why don't you tell me about... I understand what the nature of your complaint here is, that you believe she came to you in a state of with no money and looking for you to support her. Why don't you break down financially what you believe she took you for?
And if you notice, that's a little ridiculous if you have personal hygienal things, feminine products, all the break.
Just hang
that
on,
shows she's
hang on.
crazy.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Tell me about
Cell
those
phone,
items.
Cable, electricity, water, gym.
Well,
Mrs.
mortgage,
Stevens?
actually, for the mortgage, the cell, the cable, electricity, and water, these are just normal everyday living. I did 1/3.
1/3
1/3
of
of what it
total
cost.
for you. Okay.
The gym membership, which she never actually went except for maybe 2 days, but I continued to pay, hoping she would go.
Was there any specific agreement with respect to the amount which she would contribute to the expenses you were already
Yeah,
incurring?
she would pay 1/3 of all the bills.
Okay. Ms. Stevens, what do you say about that?
No. Like I said before, I was working. I had a job. I uprooted myself to come there because she was like, you know, I could take care of everything. I did not know she was financially in debt before I met her.
Right.
At all. She did not lose her house because of me. Every time she'd get mad, I'm losing my house because of you. When she was fine, Tori, really, I did not lose my house because of you. It was my fault.
No, not true.
So she'd go back and forth. That's hence the mood swings and the craziness.
When Divorce Court continues, will Angela and Tori finalize the end of their domestic partnership?
Do you have that paperwork here?
Yes, I do.
We should get that signed.
Absolutely. It's
Bring it.
It's in the room. Please.
Come on.
Divorce Court returns with the case of Angela Waring and Tori Stevens, who want to dissolve their domestic partnership after 2 years together.
you two are a domestic partner registration in Washington State, and there's a specific means by which you have to terminate that relationship, which including signing the paperwork. Do you have that paperwork here?
Yes, I do.
We should get that signed.
Absolutely.
Bring it.
It's in the room. Please.
Come on. We should get that signed.
I want it
that's
signed.
number one.
I've emailed it to her.
Now, and what we need to also do is make a decision as whether or not, Mrs. Waring, you were really defrauded by Mrs. Stevens.
I have more stories. I could go on for days.
Oh, I'm sure you could, but you don't need to, because I've made my decision, and I'm very comfortable with the decision that I've made. Okay. And here it is. You say A, you say B. My only job at this juncture, the only thing I have, is to make a determination of credibility. That's based upon what you people say and how you say it and how much sense your stories make to me. Let me tell you something, Mrs. Stevens, I believe everything you said. Wow. Mrs. Stevens, I believe everything that you said. When people get together, that's what they do. And the story that you said about your uprooting and moving somewhere else and you didn't have a job and she said I got that makes sense to me. It makes more sense to me than I said 1/3. Also, she says she lost the house because of you. How could you not pay a mortgage that you were already paying because you're there? That wasn't an added expense. That is not a logical resolution to that. Hence, I do not believe that you defrauded Mrs. Waring, and I will not at all award her $17,000. With respect to the counterclaim, however, I will say this. You get who you marry.
Yeah.
And you married her.
Yeah.
And when you don't take the time to learn who somebody really is, if you don't take a whole year, not to see what, you got to know what you don't like about a person. You got to see them in all seasons, all situations. You got to see them when they're unpleasant and all that. You can pick up signs of things like that when you do that. Everybody wants to fall in love and have a fairy tale. The soon as we leave that fairy tale notion alone, the more likely we'll get close to living to happily ever after. And believe that from here on in. Mrs. Waring, I wish the best for you. I really do. I think you believe what you tell me. I think you need to take a step back, look at what you're doing and how you're doing it, and not blame her for things that you did, because I think that's what is happening. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
All rise. Parties may leave the courtroom.
Okay, ladies, you both had a chance to review this, so I'm just going to let you sign it. You need to sign right here and print your name. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have this copied.
Shut up, Angie.
Okay, ladies, that's it. This is it. You're done, so let's stop. Okay. So I will get a copy made. I will give you back the original since you're the petitioner, and I will get you a copy of this. Okay?
Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.